Shaved your head, cut your beard, looking fresh and dapper. Oh,
Don't
that's
look,
gonna...
don't look as homeless.
Don't look as homeless like me. With that slowly rolling in, everybody, welcome back. You get a bit... Hannah, what's up, beards and beardettes? Welcome back to another fine episode of the Beardy Bros Podcast. I know people were prepared for that. I was like, let's go forwards, rewind, and progress forwards again. So, last week's episode, last week's episode was a fairly, well, not, I guess it was kind of long. Not long, somewhat long. Not as long as the long man. This may be, I'll say this may be a, this may be another long episode this week, as we do have the Summer Games Fest.
And then again, there wasn't too much there.
No, there wasn't too much. There was a few different things here and there.
It was 2 hours, but it was stuff we've already seen plus new stuff. So
yeah,
I only got the new stuff. So
we'll talk about that as well. Maybe it depends on when we get to it. Maybe the second half of the episode. Who knows? You won't know, because who knows what we've got to talk about. We do have a few things. We got the follow-up from last week. We've got the poll. I've now taken those responses from the poll we did, and I have chucked them into ChatGPT. Put them in there. Words. What was the top competitors?
Words.
Exactly words. They're all ones and zeros.
What afford me, bro?
Well, we're gonna find out anyway. So we're gonna take those results that we had from the poll, the leading ones. So the ones that had the most votes went into the chat, into the AI, and those that were neck and neck, they went as well as a neutral ground, because it's, you know, trying to pick those. So we're gonna go through that as well. Plus a few other ChatGPT as well, story-esque stuff as well. Because I think me and Jim had a bit of fun with this the other night, and it was hilarious. So I thought we would hold on to these gems. Hopefully they're gems.
About it, to be honest.
And was it one of them being the narrative story for Stepbrothers, the next chapter? So I asked as well to give us a sequel to Stepbrothers. So we'll have a look at that as well. So getting on into things, how's your week been, Jim?
Boring. I've done fuck all.
Fuck all, except really fucking getting up early morning for that bloody event, really, wasn't it?
I've been up every morning. I've been up every morning.
Well,
I've been up early every fucking morning for the last like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I've had a normal sleep schedule.
A normal sleep schedule.
Within reason. I've been asleep before 12.
Yep.
Sometime before 9.
Yeah. That kind of, that getting up early at like 4, like it was 4:45 to get ready for the 5 a.m. friggin' start, kind of like pushed me in a weird clock, because this morning I woke up at like 4 o'clock as well, because I went to bed early and I woke up at 4 as well for this morning, and I was like, what time is it? I was like, fuck this, and I rolled over and went back to bed. I was like, what the fuck?
I was up at 4 that day. 3:56.
3:56. He was.
I woke up and went, what time is it? 3:50. My alarm goes off in 4 minutes. I hate that.
Yeah, I didn't want to get up too early.
That extra 4 minutes might have been good.
Yeah, who knows? It's you never know. You get extra little nap in.
I already had 3 hours, so extra 4 minutes would have been nice.
You should have reset your alarm clocks. So you got up a little bit, get a bit more time in, get an extra half an hour.
Oh, about 4:30.
Yeah. That's
why it takes you now to get fucking ready.
Oh, it was easy.
Get dressed, fucking make your tea.
Oh, it was fine.
Set up.
4:45, set the alarm. Woke up I think it was like a minute before the alarm went off. It was so funny because I woke up and I'm like, huh? And next time I look over and next my phone's like, I'm like, I woke up just before the alarm went off, and I'm like, oh shit.
Your brain knows, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Like, it's good to set.
Because it always keeps track of the time. Like, it always knows. Like, no shit. Every 8 hours, I always wake up. Yeah. Every 8 hours on the dot, nearly.
Yeah. So it's good, eh? Like,
so it's like, you had enough sleep? It's like, 4 a.m., I'm wired.
Or even if you plan yourself ahead going, I need to be up at this time. Like, I need to get up. You'll set your alarm clock, you'll still, like, mentally go, if it's really important, and you get yourself, like, in that mode, like, tell
Well,
yourself
you
that
just
you
can't
need to
sleep.
get up, you'll literally get up either like just before you need to get there, or like an hour or so beforehand. Like sometimes you're like, depending on how much sleep you need. But like your body always knows. It's crazy. It knows. It's like you're gonna get up at this time. You don't need an alarm clock
And
unless
because
it's not as
it always
important.
has the time, like,
Mm.
and I guess in the subconscious, it's thinking about when you got
The
to
body
get up.
clock.
So I was
Well,
like, wake
it
up.
it's most probably that other half. Like we only use 10% of our brain. So who
Well,
knows whether
it's more than that.
like that's what the joke is. 10. But like I mean, another 10% could be used as the internal clock. I don't know. Like we're like a mobiling phone. A mobiling phone.
Mobiling
We
phone.
are the human mobiling phones.
We are
Um,
the human mibbles.
we have everything in our brain. We have our internal clocks. We have our temperature gauges. I mean, technically, you think about it, we got temperature gauges, internal clocks, fucking
Yeah, that's what thinking sweat does. If you're literally over temperature, you'll sweat to cool down. Like your
yeah,
body knows.
and that's it.
Or when you're fighting a cold,
Fighting a cold, yeah.
because
Well,
it detoxes.
still wondering, like I said, at the moment if I got the whatever sinus thing going on, because all I smell is shit at the moment. So it's fucking disgusting. Al's got it as well.
What? So no one else smells it but you?
Oh, Al has it as well. She said she's been having the same issues too. If she like rubs her nose, she just smells shit and it's just disgusting.
They got the stink finger,
I
bro.
got a stink nose, man. Yeah, that's what it feels like. I go like this. I'm like, oh, it's my fingers stink, and then I'll let it sit for a bit, and I'll sniff, and I like
Been
won't smell
wiping
it.
a bit too deep.
That's what I mean. I'm like, oh, it's like and my nose has been extra sensitive as well. So like,
Can the kids smell it?
no, they haven't had the problems, but Al has it.
That's
I
the
always
thing.
think,
Like, what the fuck?
yeah, well, it's been extra heightened sense of smell too. So like, I can smell things sweet. Like
Look
it's
at this.
weird. Like that's what I mean. Like it's very high sensitive smell because like I went through for a drive the other day after
You're pregnant,
my
bro. That's what that is.
I'm due.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's fucking weird.
Could they get heightened senses?
Hopefully it's not a tumor. Fucking.
It's pretty rare that both of you would have that,
It's
but
not
you
a
know.
tumor. Oh, I hope she's not pregnant.
So you think?
Yeah, two's enough.
As,
Fuck me.
as soon as she starts craving bananas and pickles, like banana
Oh,
pickles or
who
something,
knows?
fucking
Well,
Mexican pinata, bro.
imagine it could be. Imagine maybe she could be, and then she's got the sensors going on, and I'm fucking adapting my sensors to her sensors, so I'm picking up like on her without realizing. Because that weird shit like that happens.
I actually found out something. You know
Yeah.
how you got PB&J?
Yep.
Apparently you can take away the jam and put ketchup, peanut butter and ketchup, and it tastes just
Tomato.
as good.
That's tomato.
Yeah. It's still a fruit.
Peanut butter and tomato.
Yeah.
Ketchup or like tomato sauce?
Ketchup. Same thing, really. It's just one's thicker than the other.
I'm tempted.
I think ketchup's more sweeter, I think, isn't
I'm
it? Like
tempted
more,
to see
or
what
is
it
it
tastes
more
like.
vinegary?
I mean, you can because peanuts go into a satay stir fry. It's the same thing. You can literally use peanut butter and put it into your satay stir fry when you're making up a satay.
Because I was just laying in bed. I think it was last night, not before.
Talking about smells, and now we're talking about tastes.
And and I was watching Good Mythical Morning, and they did a thing like, will anything beat a PB&J? Apparently, ketchup works.
That's all right. Well,
Nothing else though.
Speaking about our senses, then I might as well start talking about my eyesight lately. My fucking right eye's been bunged as fuck. I booked myself for a fucking eye test, so I gotta go there this week.
It's a new spectacles, bro.
Fucking yeah, my eyesight. I'm actually gonna fucking put into the frames I got if I get new lenses. Most probably will be. So.
Your lenses are always good though.
Nice clean.
Do you get that weird problem where you get new glasses, everything seems bigger? That's like whoa.
High def sense, you're like whoa, and everything's so like high def, like 40K, like 60 frames.
Yeah, no, fucking 1,000 frames. Says what the fuck is this? Because when I got these, because I created from these shitty ones to these.
Yeah.
And I put them on and went, fuck, the dog got big.
Oh, so that's how big the fucker is. Fuck me.
Like it's they didn't change too much.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing it's the different kinds of lenses, like the different. And I don't know. Everything just seemed bigger, and your peripheral vision goes fucked for a while, and oh fuck me.
I hate with my eyes, my glasses, where the lights different. Do you ever have the issue when you're looking around the lights move? Do you have that thing
Lights
where lights move? Like I'll look at certain things like lights, like I got the lights on my camera.
What do you mean?
So I know it's just my eyes
No,
or if
lights
it's my
stay the same.
glasses, but like if I have like small lights, and I
Oh,
turn my
slightly.
head, and the lights actually move, like from the spot, like they move. It's so weird. Tiny lights.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking weird. My reflect like lights, like I'll even look at the stop lights. So if I'm at like the traffic lights and I'm looking at them, and I'll look and I can see where they're sitting. Like you know how you have the actual frame itself and the lights there in the middle. So when I turn my head, the frame will go this way and the light goes the other way. It warps on
Oh,
itself.
fuck.
Yeah, yeah. I've done that with all kinds of lights. So I'll look at lights, anything that's got
That's
lights,
crazy.
like little dot lights and stuff like that, and I'll look at it. So if it's got an object in it and it's got like a light, I'll turn my head a certain way. The object will warp view, and then the light moves with it, and it like twists whichever way I'm looking at it, like because of the lenses or my eyes or whatever
I've
it is.
seen lights vibrate. That's about it.
Reflective, yeah, like they move. It's fucking weird.
Only certain lights, not every light, but
Like
things like they
perspective.
sink or they rise a little bit or they
Yeah,
think
it's all based on perspective. It's so weird.
yeah.
So trippy watching. I'll be like, because I'll look at lights because I was like that. This is the weird part. It was the other day I was at the theme park, and I was looking at the lights that around the edging. They had the colourful lights up. And I'm looking at it, I'm like staring at them going, huh, because they had like each bulb, like the individual bulbed
Oh,
lights in colours. And basically when I was looking at it, I was like, I turned slightly. I'm like, that bulb there, and there has blown. I was like, what the fuck? Like I could see it. Like when I'm looking at it straight on, I couldn't see it, but I turned my head with the lenses to just move, and I could see which ones
that's
were missing. So
weird.
it's like a radius of like 9 lights in a thing. So it's like your big spotlight things, like color spotlights, and they're a radius of like 9 lights in a thing. And I could see like the one off from the center right was out, and there was like a top left one was out, and I could see that they were blown. But looking at it front on, I couldn't see it. But as I started turning, I could see it, and I'm like, yep. And I looked at another
Yeah,
one. I'm like,
because you get the
that one's
different
all yeah.
perspective of
Reflective
right.
light. It's all light reflection. It's because of the angles, because of how your lenses perceive light. And it's trippy because I'm like, oh, it's like that's kind of a cool.
Because it
Little
also
handy...
depends on the thickness of your lens. The if you got the fisheye effect or like everything, like because mine are pretty thin. Like my lenses are pretty thin.
Yours are thin. See, mine are quite like I've had a
Actually,
multi,
this one's thinner though. That one's thinner.
mine are quite
than
thick.
That one. Yeah, right.
And I've actually had these cut in half with the special tech that they have.
Ooh.
So they actually cut down, so they're not as thick. Otherwise, these would be like double to triple the thickness.
Oh.
They wouldn't fit in the lenses properly. Cause
Yeah,
like thick boys.
that remind me of that's out of the animation. Fucking the
They
big
look
ass.
like they look fine. Like they look fine like that, like fine. But it's like you get them and then you flip the lens up and it's like big ass fucking thick lenses, like this fucking thick on the frame. It's like holy shit. It's like that's thick. So it's good. It's good. Thank God for that. But anyway, enough of my disabilities.
It's not really disabilities, more of
Well, hearing these days. We're gonna go through all the senses. We've done smell. We've done taste. Speaking of taste, we can come back to in a second. Sight, hearing. How's your hearing these days?
this tastes absolutely fantastic.
Coming back to the taste, we've got 2 drinks for this week. Another pair of Bilsons.
Oh, zingy.
We got another pair of Bilsons. We've got Bilsons.
Another pair of Bilsons.
We got musk flavored Bilsons.
If that tastes like musk sticks, I'm in.
I'm curious, so. And we have
Or
peaches.
it tastes like old man. One of them.
That's musty old man, not musky old. I don't know.
No, it is musky old man.
Musky old man. I call him musty old man.
Musty.
He's a musty old man.
The musty old man.
Yeah.
It's actually musk. When you got stuff in the wardrobe for too long, it just gets musky and.
Yeah, see, I call it musty.
Musk balls.
I say musty.
Musty. Why? Doesn't no one pull you up on that?
No. Musty. It's getting all stinky and musty.
Musk.
Anyway, the other flavour I've got is Bilson's Peaches and Cream.
But it's orange.
Peaches orange?
But where's the cream?
Huh. We'll have to find out.
That's just mango or peach, one of them.
So yeah, so which one do you reckon we should start off with?
Gotta go with musky old man.
Musty old man. Alright, we're gonna open.
Gonna bug the fuck out of me.
Alright, we're gonna crack open the musk and give this thing a.
I hope to God it tastes like musk sticks now. Other musky old man. Smells like musties, doesn't it?
It smells like a pack of musk sticks.
Ooh, you can't beat that. Especially when you can tell the difference between the musk sticks, like just all pink, and then you got the fruit ones. It smell amazing also. Because I mixed them. I shouldn't have. I couldn't tell which one was the musk stick until I tasted it.
Ooh.
What is it? It tastes like musk sticks,
Mmm.
not must sticks.
It's musk.
Musk.
Mmm. It tastes like a creamy soda almost.
What?
But it has that, it was like because it's liquid musk. It's weird because it's in musk in liquid form, so it feels like you get like it tastes
Musk
like,
is powerful though. Like musk is, you can. It's got a distinct taste.
yeah, it has that like that raspberry. What is it, like a raspberry strawberry kind of? What is musk? Like it's like a raspberry kind of.
I mean, let me get the definition of musk flavor. Musk. If you're tasting like strawberries and shit,
Like
I don't
what flavor
know.
is musk? Like I want to know what like
It's floral, reminiscent of
floral.
musk perfume. They are also called
Mm.
musk sweets, Okay.
Yeah, what's that?
Flavor of
Yep.
musk.
It
Um,
tastes like
uh,
it literally tastes like
it's. Do you know musk sticks are fondant?
fondant.
They're fondant. Usually pink.
It tastes like a spider, like but a musk spider.
It's. They said it's floral, reminiscent of of musk perfume. So I don't know
Mm.
what the fuck that is.
It tastes like a spider, but a musk spider. It's like a lemonade, but the cream is musk fondant.
Grains of grains of musk came from the scent gland of the musk deer,
What?
a species native to mountainous regions around the Himalayas. Each grain has a potent smell. It would have to be diluted before being used in food or perfume because of its rarity. Musk became one of the most valuable commodities in Asia.
It's not bad. Like it tastes like a spider. So you know when you get your lemonade, right? And you put your ice cream into it, and it fizzes up, and you get that creamy lemonade flavor.
Now I want spooders and a spider.
It tastes like that, but it tastes like someone had lemonade, and
Musk.
instead of being like a cream, it was like a liquidy musk fondant, like a full, like not a hard, like a fresh gooey fondant. You know when you get it like gooey when you've just made it before it hardens.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
like dropping that gooiness into a lemonade. That's what it tastes like. So it's like a cream.
Musk deers are savage looking. They got like buck tooth
Mm,
fangs.
that's nice. It's an interesting
I
taste, but
want
it's
it.
actually nice. It's actually not bad.
So it is like a musk stick,
Yeah, it's like
literally.
it's literally like a liquid musk stick. It's like the idea I think like you were saying where you blend things up and then just put them into vodka and let them ferment kind of thing. It almost
Yeah,
feels like they've
maybe.
gotten like the Big Boss musk sticks.
They're not musk sticks.
No, but you know the Big Boss brand musk sticks.
They're not musk sticks. So
Musk. I said
Big Boss brand.
yeah, you know the Big Boss. So they do like the Big Boss cigars. They do musk as well.
Oh,
Tastes
Big
like
Boss.
yeah.
Oh, need.
You never had Big Boss musk sticks.
No, I've had
The
the
cigars.
normal musk sticks.
You've had the Big Boss
No,
cigars.
I've had the caramel ones,
Yeah, the cigars. Yeah, you've had those, but you've
but
never had
not
the
the Big Boss musk. I mean, I may have had them when I was a kid. Maybe.
bit like that because I mean musk is a very particular flavor. Because
You
I
had
know
some Big W. Ooh,
those because like the Lifesaver musks is a very particular taste. It's a different taste and texture. Like it's still
they're
that
nice.
musky.
That literally kicks you in the
This
gut. So
this
you have
tastes
it like.
like mm,
That's
like
that's more like a musky old man taste. That
this
one.
this. I wonder what it'd be like if you got a musk stick and just dropped it in your drink and let it like mix. You know what I mean? I'm kind of curious if it would taste the same.
That sounds like sugar.
Like it's
Well, it's fondant, so probably not.
mm, and that creamy texture to it.
It makes sense why it comes out in that
Oh,
shape. Because they literally just
squeeze it out of the thing. They just squeeze it and it just comes out in those little
yeah.
long. It's nice.
I prefer the other mustics, like the starred ones. That's way better.
Yep, the star ones. Yeah.
I think you get the texture to it.
That's what I'm saying. That's that. They're all the star. Like you like they put it through a Play-Doh musher and it's just pushed them out as a star. There's something about them.
I
They're
just don't
just
understand
nice.
how they can make them so cheap.
They must be easy to do. Like must be.
Oh, it's fondant. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Like it must be
flavored
easy. Yeah.
fondant majiggy.
Surprised no one's.
Could
Oh, I
they?
mean, they did.
They.
Remember the lime flavored ones? You used to get different. There was like the different flavor packs, like
I
musk.
want to. I want to. YouTube. I want to Google how they're made.
Because we can look at it later anyway.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I'm just gonna Google it right now then, just so I can remember it.
so it's like you used to get the
You can
multi-pack
make them at
flavors.
home.
There was musk flavor. There was like a lemon lime. There was like an orange and another flavor. But they used to come in like pink, green, orange, and yellow. Do you
Yeah,
remember
that's the ones I was. They're the fruit ones.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
that's what I had recently.
Yeah.
They're fucking good.
them? And they
When
always
you
have.
open the bag and smell it,
Oh
you
no,
know
it
the
was strawberry,
different
wasn't it? It
flavors.
wasn't like strawberry. It wasn't actually musk. It was like a strawberry or raspberry or something like that.
I
Because it's
think
the
so.
fruit pack,
Yeah, I think it's a strawberry.
Because it's a little bit darker. It's not that pink. It's like that darker red, the darker pink. Like it's a weird. It's not red, but
Yeah,
yeah,
strawberry, lime, banana,
yeah, that's it.
grape. I think was it purple
Orange,
and grape? Was it like a purpley
maybe depending on which ones.
grape?
Could have been. I usually get the ones that the fourth packet
Think.
because it's like a red, green,
Green,
orange, and
yellow, and
that's the ones I usually
yeah.
get. I don't get the
I
ones.
think
with
one's
purple.
lemon.
Yeah, it might have been lemon. I think there was a pack like that. It used to be banana, but I think they stopped making banana because it was like, it was weird. It was. Oh no, it depends on the
I don't
brand.
know. I have to buy another packet and find out
Yeah, I haven't seen the color packs
for
a
next
while.
week.
Yes, maybe we'll have to do that. It's kind of funny actually thinking about it because I've got musk and peaches of cream. Like these are both lollies.
But it's
These
good to like.
It's not strawberries and
Remember
cream.
when you were a kid and your grandparents had like peaches and cream just in a big container with everything else? You always go peaches and cream. You always pick them.
Because I was thinking about that because the last week was.
And then,
yeah.
as kids, you used to eat the red part first and then the white part. And then
Actually, the first ones we did, which was like the fruit tangle and grape bubble gum, so it was candy ones because I've got them sitting up top here. Then the other ones were, was it raspberry and then, which kind of tastes like the red frogs, but it wasn't. It was just raspberry and then like the tropical punch. Like these were like, you got like
the red frog
candy.
man.
Then we went like fruit, and now we're back to candy again. It's kind of funny, like with these flavors. But I'm gonna look at trying to get those
Yeah.
other flavors too. We're looking at like that site we're looking at.
There's a shit.
Try and get
Like
some
the 18
spice.
pack or something. What the fuck
Yeah.
it was. Do some here and there, like one, two different ones. Halve them up.
That is nice. It's such a different taste. Like, I've never had anything this flavor before, honestly. Like, besides musk sticks, like, I've never actually had... Like, it's weird to explain, like I said, because it's kind of like a creaming soda.
It must be fucking sweet though. If you like, if you had a mouthful, it must be fucking sweet.
Kind of. It's not sweet. It's, if you take too much, it's almost, not exactly sour, but it's a weird... It's not... I don't know, it's weird.
Because I know what it is, but with musk sticks, I can eat them, but after a certain amount, my teeth start to get a bit like, fuck off.
That's just sugar in general. But as
That's
a drink,
sweet
I know
as
the
fuck.
flavor becomes very... It goes from being kind of sweet and then becomes very rich and like almost bitter.
Yep.
Like the more you drink of this.
Oh.
Compared to the lolly itself, like the more you eat it, the more sweeter it tastes. But as
Yeah.
a drink, it just
I
seems
guess
to get
because
almost
that's
bitter.
got different things with it.
Yeah, it's...
Where lolly is just pure sugar.
Yeah. So,
That's got like water and other.
water, vodka, whatever else. Triple
Yeah,
distilled
the
vodka.
vodka will make it a bit bitter. Would make the sugar in that
Shout out to Bilson's.
not off, but
Maybe...
different flavor.
I'll say we tried getting a few other drinks. Maybe Bilson's, if they're checking out, because they are liking the posts. So maybe Bilson's, we could work something out and get you going with the potty. Wink, wink.
You have a seizure, Dad.
Those are listening. See, I was trying to explain it though too, because I'm trying to explain it for those that are at home that are listening, that aren't
Well,
watching.
you gotta
so,
get a beardy rose flavor.
yeah, bros. What would that do? Beard sweat? It would have to be like, I reckon, like sandalwood.
Ooh, I do like sandalwood. I got some of that as a
Like a-
beard balm.
Like a, I don't know,
what is
like
it
a
down there?
kind of a like maybe like if you were to have a flavor, I feel like maybe kind of like a
rustic
rustic, like maybe cinnamon. So like some cinnamon kind of woody flavor to it. So it's like maybe I don't know,
Yeah, like sandalwood.
cinnamon with a bit of sandalwood, kind of like matured. It's like maybe if you like had a cinnamon flavored like in an oak barrel, like a smoky.
Yeah,
like a smoky?
like a Jack Daniels.
Yeah,
like
so you have it like in a smoky barrel. Oh,
smoky oaky.
smoked
Oaky
caramel.
smoky.
A smoked caramel.
Smoke.
Oh,
Is that a thing? Google
smoked
smoked
caramel.
caramel.
Oh, that sounds like a good flavor. Like a
Caramel is
smoked.
one of my favorite fucking things.
Oh, I wonder if there's like a peanut. Oh, smoked peanut brittle.
Smoked caramel and bourbon hand soap
Oh, yeah. Imagine that, a smoked caramel fucking drink. That would.
and bourbon,
Oh,
vodka.
yeah.
Smoked caramel brownies.
Bilsons, if you
Smoked
ever.
caramel is
Oh,
ooh,
after hitches up sometime maybe in the DMs and talk about some smoked caramel.
smoked caramel.
Beardy Bros, the triple distilled
That's
vodka.
interesting. Like that's something fucking no one else has.
Should I make like make up a mock label and be like, hey
Yeah.
Bilsons, would you be down for a smoked caramel?
Put a couple of beards with some smoked caramel
Oh,
underneath in of an oak barrel.
there's actually
Oak barrel with beards on
there's
it.
actually a special one coming out. There's a content creator my partner showed me on TikTok, and he's actually got his own flavor coming out. It's basically based off the Cyclone Twist,
I have no idea.
the ice cream, the Cyclone Twist, the Cyclone Icy Pole. Like it's like the red green and it's like twisted icy pole. You've never seen them?
No.
Okay, well, so
I don't have icy poles.
it's called the Cyclone,
I may have seen it in the shop somewhere,
or it's
but
called like a Twist or a Cyclone. They have different names. Usually depend. It's all the same brand. But there's this
yeah.
content creator, and I think he's gone through all the flavors on TikTok and stuff like that. And he's like into his candy and drinks and stuff like that. He's a big reviewer apparently,
Can
and
spider bite? Like
you can turn into Spider Man. And
maybe.
maybe, and yeah, he's
Oh fuck.
you can, if you was not going to work right now, you could literally split your webcam with the fucking web. You'd be like, psst. You'd be like fucking screwed. um, but
Go
basically,
go.
but basically, yeah, it's it's a cyclone twist ice cream. It's his favorite like icy pole, and they're actually making that as a flavor. They're releasing as a limited line, Bilson. So I'm gonna have to get that when it comes out as well. But like, that's pretty cool because he's like established like that's his thing, candy reviews and stuff like that. Apparently, like to get a drink now because he's been trying all the flame. Like that's pretty dope. I'm kind of keen to check that out. So yeah, who knows what else we're gonna try next? Because we've been definitely on a big Bilson's binge at the moment, and I know you need to get onto it. So
That's what I'm afraid of. I'll get it, love it, then get a shit ton.
because they're so easy, honestly, because it's like triple distilled vodka
Every
with the
podcast, every fucking stream, it's like have a sneaky Bilson.
Well, it's only it literally is because it's only a 3.5. It's triple distilled vodka, so it's so freaking smooth, and then it's got spring water, like a nice sparkling spring water. Like it's just so easy to freaking
We can literally
scary.
make that ourselves
Yeah. I wonder if I can get
with our own. That's right. We can make our own flavors of vodka like that.
Yeah.
Like I so want to do that. Werther's original though.
Yeah, that would
That's
be good.
literally a caramel vodka. Like if you literally do that.
Actually, that would be. That would be. I don't have any smoky barrels though.
Get one pretty fucking cheap, really.
Let's get some smoky barrels and just have it sit in it and age for a bit, so it gets the wood.
Get a little smoky barrel.
Because that's all it is. It's just
Put in a freaking bottle of vodka.
let it sit,
Blend up your Werthers. Chuck them
in there and just let it sit for a bit so it like gets the flavor, it absorbs
Then
the
make
wood.
sure you filter out the Werthers
Yeah.
after like a few days.
So you'd have to let it sit for a bit, and then filter it out, and then let it sit some more in the wood, so it actually gets the flavor of the wood. So you get like the
No, you keep the stuff in the wood in the barrel like that. Like you can put it all in there.
yeah, that's
so
what I'm
it gets
saying.
every
Yeah,
bit of
that's what I'm saying.
flavor.
You gotta keep it in there so it like absorbs the wood, and then you can like filter out the
Werthers.
lollies if you wanted to.
The Werthers should disintegrate really.
They should, but like I said, you got to leave it in the wood for a fair amount of time so it absorbs the wood
That's
flavoring.
if you crush them up.
Yeah, makes it easier than trying to dilute it whole, which would be pretty cool though. Like, oh. Do you know how long it takes? No, not swallow it whole. Dilute it whole. Okay.
It's like you're taking a sip. It's like.
Oh, so just be careful, everyone. There's gonna be a word, and there's one guy in the corner go, and it's like someone's like, I think he found it. Just swallowed it. Fucking. It's like, how would you not see that though?
Can you choke on a Werther? They're a bit small, so maybe not.
Oh, try to swallow one whole. It wouldn't be pleasant going down.
They're not that big. But if you're swallowing the drink anyway,
I mean, you should have seen it. You just gulp in the drink, just like one
Exactly, you
gulp.
wouldn't even notice.
Mm.
I've accidentally swallowed things whole before. It's like stuff
Oh,
maybe that size, bits maybe around that.
yeah.
Especially when you get the hiccups. It's like, oh fuck.
Oh, that's the worst if you're eating or something and you fucking hiccup and you.
I try not to have eat nothing like the hiccups, just in case.
I've done that before. It felt like I was like a magician because you know when they like eat things whole, they like make the thing disappear and they open up. And
Like
they,
they do
like,
to the sausages, you just
yeah, so I was
gone.
like, I was eating something one time like that and I hiccuped and it just went, oh, and the whole thing just disappeared. And I'm like, oh, I freaked out because I thought I was going to breathe it in. But like, it just opened up like my whole throat and it just went, oh, straight into my stomach. It felt uncomfortable because the whole thing went into my stomach. So I'm like, god damn, I hate to be.
No, because if you notice when you swallow something, your airways close off.
Yeah,
Unless it's very unlucky, then it gets stuck in your lungs, and then
yeah,
you're in a bit of trouble.
yeah,
Especially if it's liquid, you can literally drown. So
exactly.
food nut, I think it gets rid
That's
of
that's
that
why people drown in their
eventually.
vomit. That's why people have like died of
Yeah,
drowning
because
in
they
vomit.
vomit up, and if you're not leaning over or on your side, it just goes straight
It
back
just
down.
sits there and pools, so it just sits there to spob, just up and down. Exactly.
I done that once. Then I go on my side. I'm like, oh fuck, I feel like shit.
Empty it out.
Like, god damn, I had vomited black.
Oh, all right. From that,
Hence, don't drink and eat moths.
oh,
You know
what?
them
Oh
big
shit.
brown moths you get out in the fucking woods?
Yep.
Yeah, someone thought it'd be a good idea. We're all pissed just to get a moth from the light outside
No.
and eat it. So then I decided to like, ah, that looks easy. No, it's easy, but no, I didn't chew it enough, and it started climbing up my throat, like climbing back up my tongue and shit. I was like, I was like, nope,
Not
that's
smart. Not
uncomfortable.
smart. Not smart. Well, I think with that we should start getting on to the stories. I think that
Yeah,
aren't
do
those
it.
stories. So we're gonna. I've got the AI story here, which is from the polls. So we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna have a trouble trying to read these because I always fucking crack up laughing as I'm reading them, and Jim laughs along the way. So you'll hear a lot of girly giggles. Um, so we got three of these. We're gonna flick through. We won't rush them too quickly. We'll space them out a little bit, but
it'll
getting on
be
into it.
it'll be normal.
Um, so here we are with the stuff we chose from the poll, or the responses we got from the poll. It led to a story of, in a world where realms collide and the boundaries of imagination merged, a grand adventure was about to unfold. It began with a young adventurer named Alex, who possessed a robotic leg that granted them remarkable abilities.
Oh, funny leg.
One fateful day, Alex received a distress call from a distant land. An evil queen wielding dark magic had unleashed a horde of zombies upon the peaceful kingdom. Alex knew they couldn't face this menace alone, so they set out to assemble a team of extraordinary allies. The first stop was the planet Kashyyyk, home of the towering Wookiees and the legendary Jedi Knight Han Solo. With Han's quick wit and mastery of the Force, he joined Alex on their quest. Together they
I'm the
traversed.
Jedi. No.
Exactly. They traversed treacherous landscapes, battling Sith Lords and overcoming formidable challenges. So this took me a turn when I actually had a quick skim when I did this. I was like, what? Han Solo's a Jedi Knight in this parallel reality of whatever we've got going on? But he's been living on the
Yeah.
Wookiee. He's been living on the Wookiee home planet. He's
And
not
living on
even.
Kashyyyk.
Yeah. The whole, like what? Like what? I kind of want to know what parallel time universe this is set in. Like the fact that
Hey
he's living.
George, we got an idea. We got an idea for you.
We got an idea somewhere in a parallel universe.
I mean, it's a bit late for Harrison Ford, but you know,
Reboot.
he's now Han Solo comes back from the grave as a Jedi Master.
Leading on, we've got their journey led them to an ancient ruins of Mordor, where they encountered the Fellowship. Where they encountered the Fellowships from the realm of Middle Earth. Aragorn, Legolas, and Gandalf the Grey joined forces, bringing with them the power of the elves and the wisdom of the Istari. With their aid, Alex and Han fought hordes of undead while unraveling the Queen's sinister plans. As the battle raged on, A thunderous roar echoed through the skies. King Kong, the colossal ape, descended upon the battlefield, lending his immense strength to the fight against the Queen's forces. The Autobots, led by Optimus Prime, joined the fray, as well as transforming into the robotic forms and launching a relentless assault. But the Queen was cunning, and her power seemed unstoppable. It was then that Ellie and Joel from The Last of Us appeared, armed with resilience and survival skills. They shared their knowledge of the
Is it
Queen's...
armed with Brazilians? Armed with Brazilians, like...
and survival skills. They shared their knowledge of the Queen's weaknesses, enabling Alex and their companions to strike back with precision and strategy. As the battle reached its climax, the skies opened up and the heroes skydived into the heart of the Queen's lair. Alex's robotic leg allowed them to glide effortlessly, guiding the team to the Queen's chamber. The final confrontation was at hand. In a grand display of heroism, the combined might of Jedi, Autobots, warriors, and adventurers fought against the Queen's dark magic. With each swing of a lightsaber, each arrow unleashed, and a burst of gunfire, they chipped away at her power. At last, the Queen's defenses crumbled, and with a collective effort, they defeated her. The land was freed from her malevolent grip, and peace was restored.
What grip?
The malevolent grip.
Malvoyant.
Malevolent. Malevolent.
What is
that word always gets me. My brain can't handle that word.
Malevolent.
The heroes celebrated their victory, knowing that their bonds and courage had prevailed against all odds. Alex, Han Solo, Ellie, Joel, and the diverse group of allies bid each other farewell, carrying with them the memories of an epic journey that would be told for generations to come. And so, the tale of the robotic-legged adventurer, the Vanishing Realms, and the defeat of the evil Queen became a legend and resonated throughout the universe.
Started being weird.
Reminding,
tears.
reminding all that unity, reminding all that unite, and heroism could conquer even the darkest of forces. So that's the story we got from the poll, apparently. So.
Right.
I'm thinking of doing this maybe not every week, but maybe every week. If people want to get on the polls. So I might do that's the thing. So I think I'll do a poll and then through the week, and then either talk about the poll, what we have the poll, and then the following when we do the story.
Or we do a poll every week or so, every week or two, with people's ideas to put into the next one. Then you just.
That's it. So I'll put the polls up. So keep an eye out for the polls coming through the week.
That way it's written by the community, but written by ChatGPT.
That's exactly it. So your choices are going to be more impactful now for this story. So those that are listening, they want to hear more of these choices. We're gonna put those choices out there, and we want you to give us
more fucked up. Who knows?
Yeah. I'll gotta get the questions out there and see how we go by the choices. I've got to make more obscure choices, I think, because we learnt. The more obscure the things you mix together, the more obscure the tale.
Yeah, like my Nicolas Cage one with a pistol.
There's the adventure of us being Super Saiyans. The Super Saiyans, Dale and Jim.
Yeah, the Super Saiyans.
And what was it? In Missouri? Was it Missouri or something like that?
No, I put Manhattan.
Manhattan, and then I did the one in Taiwan.
Because that's Spider-Man, Nick Cage.
Yeah. I did the tale of us as Super Saiyans in Taiwan, so it was a very weird mix.
Right.
So we'll definitely have to come back to that. Oh.
And apparently Skeletor was a good guy because the chat made him good guy.
Yeah, no, he was working with us.
I was sad about that.
It was a crazy story. But yeah, so I think we'll definitely come back to more of that. Like I said, I've got 2 more stories here we'll go through as well. But yeah, definitely give us some stories, give us some insight. Here's another one we've got here, which is kind of relevant to what we got going on. So I will use this as a filler in between we can talk about before we... Actually, no, I'll leave that to last so we can segue that into the showcase stuff. We can talk about the showcase. So I'll leave that for that to roll in. This one before that is... Because I had a dream last night. I had some weird dreams. So One of them was about me getting a tattoo. It was a really weird dream because I told Al about it this morning. That in my dream, I was getting this really weird tattoo. I don't know what was going on. All I remember was waking up and they were talking about wanting to get a tattoo under my armpit, and I was like, "What? What's going on? Like,
Under
why
the
do you?"
armpit?
Yeah, I was like very strongly self-aware because I'm like, "What the fuck do you want to do under my armpit?" Like, I've got this design. The tattoo artist was being all like trying to sell me the thing, and he was trying to line. I'm like, "Okay, well, line it up so I can see what you're trying," because they draw the design. And I was like, okay, well, draw the design, and I'll see what the fuck you're trying to explain to me, what you're trying to do. And I looked, and it was just like this line, and then like weird other little lines. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And he's like, oh, it's just crazy. Like, he's trying to sound to me, like, it's a crazy idea. Like, this thing is like, where did you get the idea for the lines from? It's like, well, I saw these buildings, and I just outlined the buildings. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, fuck off. You're not tattooing that under my armpit. For one, I don't want a tattoo. Yeah, I was like, for one, I don't want a tattoo under my armpit. And two, I'm not having it outline the building. Because he was like, the angle's here, and it made like like almost a weird T-junction arrow thing. Fucking stupid. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? You can fuck right off.
That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah. I was like, fuck off, cunt. Like, I ain't getting a tattoo under my armpit of a line. I was like, fuck off. You get the tattoo then if you want it. I literally how I was in my dream. I was like, fuck off.
He just tattoo himself.
And then literally at some point I ended up just naked in the tattoo parlor. I was like, what the fuck have I got no clothes on for? I was just mad because I'm literally in clothes, like I had like my shirt off, right? So basically I'm sitting there with my pants on and everything.
Why did the pants have to be off?
And that's what I'm trying to think, because like, I was literally standing there with my clothes on, right? Like I had my shirt off so because he was drawing up the tattoo. And then at some point my pants had just come off, and I'm standing there like, what the fuck is my pants? Like I got mad in my dream, and I'm getting mad and putting my pants back on because somewhere along the line my pants just came off, like magic. They just blew off my legs. I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? And I'm like, getting mad at everyone. There's people, then one dude, one of the tattoo artists is sitting in the corner, and he's just like, don't fucking have a go at me. And I'm just like, you want to fucking draw stupid shit on my arm? I don't even know how the fuck I got here. I'm fine. I want to get a tattoo, but not this stupid shit. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I was getting mad at everyone.
Being naked in a tattoo parlor, get your buildings under your armpit. That's a good fucking thing there. Like,
I know. I was like, what the fuck is my dick hanging out? I was like, fuck off.
That is literally a Nicolas Cage thing.
Nicolas Cage thing.
When you think about it, that's something that would be in one of his fucking movies.
Something crazy. Oh, I'm gonna blow my nose.
Just something pointless. Like, how the fuck does that even happen?
I know, it's a weird.
Naked in a parlor, getting buildings under your arm.
It's the fact that I was sitting there. Like I said, it's still the fact that I was sitting there in the chair with my arm up. Like I must have been knocked out, and I woke up. Like that's how it felt like. I woke up and there's a dude drawing on my arm.
That's illegal though.
I know, and that's why I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And like I said, next minute I'm like there, and I stood up to like get out of the chair, and that's what I said. That's the next minute like my pants blew off, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like next to pulling my pants back on. Like I'm like, what the fuck did my clothes just blow off me for? Like out of nowhere, it's just boom, and I'm like, my dick's hanging out.
Maybe they literally blew off.
Oh, I was like someone trying to do a tattoo on my dick or something. I was like, fuck off, like.
No, blew off.
Blew off. I was mad. Put them back on.
Maybe that was your fucking payment, bro. Who knows?
Put them back on, and I'll walk around the parlor going, give me some other fucking tattoos to look at. I was like, fuck this shit.
And you still kept going after all that.
Yeah, I was still narrative with it, but that was after that. But before that, in the night before that, because I even tweeted about, not tweeted, made a Facebook post about it. But earlier in the night before that, I actually had a dream about Stepbrothers 2. It's so fucking weird. I went to sleep and I had this like immersed dream of me being in like as Dale, like weird because like shit.
Dale in Stepbrothers.
Yeah, so I was like playing I was playing as him. Like it was so weird because the name
You're
must
playing
have
yourself, like
yeah.
You're
like
playing Dale.
Yeah, I was myself as him. Like it was like I was seeing like the reflection was his face. Like, oh, it's his character. Like, it's me with my brain, but I was on autopilot. Like, I couldn't act it out. I was just seeing everything almost through his eyes, but then also a third-person perspective as well. It was so weird. But, like, this whole concept of going on, like, something was, like, in a thing, like a court case going on. They were, like, getting arrested or something being thrown away. Next to what happening is they've been thrown away in prison or something like that. They come out and they got big ass beards because they haven't been able to shave. Their hair's long. They're like hobos, like looking. They got the big beards, the long hair, and they're like, "Oh, we're finally out." This is like because both like Will Ferrell and fucking John C. Reilly, and they're like, "Oh, oh," like the whole thing with the long hair and the big beards. Like he's like big fro going on with big beard, and Will Ferrell had like long hair with the beard. And they're like, "Oh," the typical them being goofy.
You know, Will Ferrell with long hair would just be an afro.
Kind of, yeah. They both have like afro-y things going on.
Yeah, that's
But
what I mean.
it
Like
was
they just
weird.
have
Like they had
afros.
like long hair though. They didn't actually have the
They were like out
afros.
here.
They had like long hair. It was just messy long hair. They just looked like slobs. But it's just like, oh, what's going on? It's like we've come back, like because they've been away for like a few years, like in prison. They're like, what's going on with the world? The world had like changed and was all different. And I was like, what the fuck is this story? But it was crazy. This whole thing. Like I had this whole movie story. Like I played and watched the whole movie from start to finish. Like I was living it. I was like, holy shit! It was like a whole 2 hour, like hour and a half, 2 hour movie. Like I was like, fucking hell! Like
Which in reality would have been like
five,
20 minutes
yeah,
before you wake up.
yeah. So it was crazy that I had this
But
whole.
that's how dreams work. Apparently, you get the dream right before you wake up.
It
It all
hits
just
you.
goes. That's crazy.
But that's why I decided.
That's why you can get it sometimes and you fall back to sleep straight away. You can continue it. Some
Yeah,
people can. Or it just goes and you get nothing.
yeah.
It's like,
It's
you're just
fucking wild.
hoping it goes back.
So, today I was like, I'm kind of curious now. So I put into the ChatGPT, can you write me a story about Step Brothers 2 starring Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly? So this is what ChatGPT has come back to me with earlier today. And I'm going to read it for you guys right now. So, and the AI even comes to me going, certainly. Here's a sequel story featuring Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly in the hilarious comedy Step Brothers: The Next Chapter. So it like replied to me and gave me everything. So this is the whole, I guess, synopsis for the movie that
Right?
it's written out. They don't give you big scenarios. So everything's written out in
Nah.
small paragraphs.
I think you actually got to order it to do that, but then
Continue
you've
on.
got to be very in depth with it for it to do it.
Oh man, bloody sinuses. Sorry. So here we go. We get into it. After the hilarious misadventures of Brennan Huff, played by Will Ferrell, and Dale Dubik, played by John C. Reilly, in their original stepbrother escapades, life had settled down for the duo. They had become more responsible adults, albeit with their signature quirkiness intact. Several years had passed, and Brennan and Dale found themselves at a crossroads in their lives. The corporate company that Brennan worked for was downsizing, leading to his unexpected unemployment. Meanwhile, Dale's dream job as a successful music producer had hit a slump, leaving him frustrated and searching for inspiration. Amidst their shared uncertainty, a stroke of luck struck when Brennan's estranged father, Robert, played by Richard Jenkins, revealed an astonishing secret. It turned out that Robert had won a lottery jackpot, instantly transforming the lives of Brennan and Dale. With the newfound wealth, the duo embarked on wild adventures. They decided to invest their windfall into their lifelong dream, opening the world's most extravagant and absurd entertainment complex. Inspired by their shared love of bizarre comedy, they named it the Huff Durbeck Experience. The complex was a larger than life extravaganza, featuring a theme park, a concert venue, and a comedy club.
Big is this place?
Right? All under one roof.
Concert venue, theme park, like
Huge! The theme park alone, with a concert venue. Brennan and Dale spared no expense, incorporating outrageous attractions and side-splitting comedy shows to create an unforgettable experience for visitors. However, as they delved deeper into the entrepreneurial journey, they encountered a series of unexpected challenges. The construction of their complex faced zoning issues, rival theme parks attempted to sabotage their success, and the duo struggled to strike a balance between their wacky antics and the responsibilities of running a business. Amidst the chaos, Brennan and Dale found their friendships tested. Their contrasting personalities clashed, leading to hilarious confrontations and heartwarming moments of reconciliation. They realized that the true essence of their success lay not just in financial gain, but in their unbreakable bond as stepbrothers. Through a series of outrageous events and laugh-out-loud escapades, Brennan and Dale overcame their obstacles and triumphed against the odds. Their unique brand of humor and relentless determination won the hearts of audiences, making the Huff Doback experience a resounding success. As the credits rolled, Brennan and Dale stood side by side, surveying the incredible world they had created. They exchanged a knowing smile, recognizing that their journey as stepbrothers had taken them to the unexpected heights. With their trademark absurdity and undying love for each other, they had proven that even in the face of adversity, they could conquer any challenge that came their way. And so, the uproarious adventures of Brennan Huff and Dale Durback continued, ensuring that laughter and unbreakable bonds would always prevail. Their story was a testament of the enduring power of family, no matter how unconventional, and the indomitable spirit of two stepbrothers who refused to grow up. So it gave me like a whole fucking script,
Yeah.
basically. Well, not
Right.
script, but like gave me the whole
Well,
synopsis of the story.
gave you a snapshot.
Yeah. I'm like,
Like if you read the back of a book or case or.
yeah. So I'm like, fuck, that's actually kind of interesting almost. I'm like, it's different to what I was thinking of. Like, cause I was like, let's just check it out and see what it comes up with. I was like, it gave me a whole story. Like, it thought
The other
out.
thing, it didn't seem wild enough for a Step Brothers movie though. Like it
No,
didn't
so
seem to
there'd
have
definitely be a lot of stuff in between that definitely needs to be ad-libbed. Like, the wackiness. Like, it sounds like you could almost see the escapades going apart.
It sounds like a too generic thing if you don't
Yeah.
have the wackiness.
Like, it like feels insane that they had crazy escapades. Like, there's that one line that literally said, like, the
Yeah.
wackiness, and it's like, but, like, didn't really explain it. So I'm
But
like,
what wackiness?
it'd be cool, like, to maybe grab that paragraph and chuck it in and see if it can, like, explain
Oh
that
yeah.
scenario. It'd be kind of cool to
Right.
break it down more, like, and maybe get it to write a full script, maybe. From this synopsis, I could maybe go each paragraph and go, write a
They
script from
could
this scenario.
piece the wackiness into it.
Yeah, and make a whole script out, maybe. So, it could be something that I could progress with. Tweak here and there.
Exactly. Oh boy.
So, it'll be interesting. So,
Because there was no extraordinary moment in that. It's just nice.
it seemed like a basic, like a nice, chill comedy. Like, it was kind of like... But it wasn't as wacky with the stories that ChatGPT comes up with, because I just basically asked it,
No.
can you give me a story featuring this and this? That was it. And it gave me something, so it's amazing what this chat can do. Like, it's insane, but...
It's pretty fucking good. It's got the whole knowledge base of the internet to pull from as well. Like,
So, I was like, that's curious. So, that's what I said. There's I reckon there's crazier things, because we've definitely done crazier things, because, like, we've mixed different... Especially when you start mixing different franchises with different actors and characters and stuff like that, and putting them all together in one big ball of chaos, and it's just like I said, had a little story, and I was like, one thing was like listed off like Batman and actors like Keanu Reeves and like we say Spider-Man.
it made us Super Saiyans. Like,
Made us Super Saiyans, and then
it
like
can do weird shit like that.
grape soda. Just saying random things, just giving in random things.
Grape soda.
Yeah, remember that one story had grape
It'll
soda?
have someone drinking a grape soda.
Yeah, it was so stupid. Like, I was just like, let's just list off random things. So that's what I want to do with the poll. So we'll list off random things. So
Dying in a vat of grape soda.
So I think in the polls I'll have to list things like a food, a drink, a vehicle, like a mode of transport. So and then pick and then like an animal, an actor, an actress. Like list certain things, and then just get it all put together and see how it comes out.
Just don't name them. Just see what it pulls up. Like,
Yeah. So it's
if you put like actor, actress, like who would it pick? You reckon? Like, it's just one thing you have to find out.
yeah. So it'll be interesting to see.
It could be completely random. Like, no one you even know. Like,
It seems to like not really pull. I don't know, it's weird. It's not really. Well, I mean, it pulled Alex in the other story I made. It randomly made this character Alex. So like, it did create a character that had a robotic leg. So I gotta
the robotic leg, Alex.
blow my nose again.
Robotic leg, Alex. Such a weird thing to have, though. Alex with a robotic leg. To
Well,
just pull that out of nowhere.
I don't know if it was actually their leg was robotic or they just pulled it out, but it turned into a glider at one point in the story. At the end, it turned into a glider. And and everyone glided down on it. So explain that. That was Autobots and like King Kong and everyone glided down.
Yeah, I don't know how they would have fit. I don't know how. Just a person's leg.
Well, did King Kong, if he glided down with it, that thing got bigger than King Kong, and everyone had to hold on to him. Unless he just jumped in.
And Autobots. Mm,
Well, King Kong's
it
still the
does
biggest.
not. Yeah, that's mean. King Kong is
Oh,
like.
he
There's
knows.
no way in hell one person's leg could hold that.
So,
One person in general.
it's crazy.
If he's average, he's smaller than us. If he's average size, so you got to be fucking big.
Alex,
You got to have the. Alex, he's fucking like Gaby.
my face right now. I'm really upset because of the alcohol. I think I really hate it. Or it's the talking. I mean, there was that one episode where I didn't drink alcohol and I was talking, and my bleach soreness was played up. So I still don't know if it's the talking or if it's the alcohol. So
But you talk anyway, and it doesn't.
I know I talk normally and it's fine, but when I'm like podcast, it fucking gets congested. I've done this. I have this every time. I've said it every time. I don't. It's like I'm allergic to the podcast. It's like maybe it's me getting wound up. Maybe it's stress. kind of thing because I get riled up for the podcast and my night.
Stress on the podcast.
I get excited. I get riled up and I get a bit of a hard on.
It's not really stress though. Like it's more
I'm
of
getting
excitement.
aroused. Yeah, excitement aroused. Who knows? The glands are flaring up. I've never really been on a date, so I don't know if this happens if I'm on a date or as well. So,
He's like, hold on.
like it's been
It's
fucking
like
forever.
taking fucking loogies in your date.
It's like 7 fucking 8 years since I was last on a date. Fuck me.
Exactly.
Fucking time gone by, man. Fucking crazy.
So I didn't fuck up. So.
But we're gonna use this one now. We've got one more story to read out for you guys, and then we're gonna segue into the showcase, the Summer Games Fest
Games
stuff.
Fest.
Because I don't think
It's a showcase.
it's a showcase. Because I don't think there's much else to really talk
It's a live
about this.
showcase.
But this one, I wanted to.
All I've got is the showcase. So
That's alright then. So I asked ChatGPT to write me an Xbox Showcase prediction without any games. So I was like, give me the Xbox Showcase without any games, and I was curious to see like what it would like write for me. So this is what it gave me, and apparently this is a fairy tale because it starts off with "Once upon a time." So apparently this is a fairy tale to begin with, which works great
the
with its.
Xbox Showcase is a fairy tale with no games.
Yeah, it's a fairy tale. So once upon a time, in the vibrant world of gaming, there was an annual event known as the Xbox Showcase. Gamers from all corners of the globe eagerly awaited the grand spectacle, as it was the perfect stage for Microsoft to unveil their latest game marvels. The year was 2023, and excitement was in the air as rumors spread about the incredible games the world that would be announced. So, that's why we thought, get this dropped just before the showcase, because when's the showcase? Monday, Tuesday?
Couple of days.
So, I wanted to see if
Actually, let me have a look.
the 11th?
It could be Monday.
Monday?
It could be Sunday. I saved it somewhere.
So basically, I wanted to see if chat could bring maybe some predictions to the poll without saying like no predictions. I wanted to see if it would bring anything to the table.
I
Monday?
think it's tonight,
No, isn't it the 11th?
Sunday, 3 a.m.
No, that's the other one. That's the future.
Sunday, 3 a.m.
Isn't it future?
It's tonight, 3 a.m.
I thought it was the future.
Oh.
The future game.
Oh.
Future game show.
Okay, Monday, 3 a.m. Okay,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, because the future game
I've-
shows stuff.
All I saw was green, because the future's green. See? Look, does that look like Xbox to you?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I didn't quite read that. All
I was
read
like, I don't know if I really want to stay. I don't know if I'm gonna, because I don't know how long it goes for. I'm like, do I really want to stay up for that one? Do I want to?
That goes for...
Does it
I
say?
don't know.
Sorry for the anticipation on this story, but I'm trying to figure out. So yeah, so I wanted to get this prediction in before Monday came.
A couple hours, I think.
Okay.
Then you got the Starfield. You get the Starfield after that. So
On Monday, yeah.
yeah, it goes the Xbox Showcase, couple hours, then the Starfield Direct.
Yeah.
So it's about 3 hours, maybe.
So that's Monday,
Tomorrow night,
3 a.m.
Sunday, 3 a.m.
I hate that's at 3 a.m. because I don't really want to be going. I don't want to stay up late, and I don't want to get up. I'll just watch
Can
it
they
after.
please counter to us at some point?
Like at least the Summer Games Fest did.
Well,
That 5 a.m. there, but people are up.
It's still pretty shit. Could have made it like 7.
But people are up at 5 a.m. to go for work. It was nice because then people got to go
Could have
watch that
put it
before
like
going to work.
7. We could have went to bed at good hours and been so fucking early that.
Yeah, it seemed fine. 3, on the other hand, is a bit of a fuck you. But anyway, get back in.
Just stay awake.
So I'll get back into this predictions, or not so predictions. On the day of the Xbox Showcase, fans gathered in a massive auditorium, their hearts pounding with anticipation. The lights dimmed, and a hushed silence fell over the crowd. The stage was set, and Phil Spencer, the charismatic head of Xbox, took center stage. With a warm smile, he greeted the audience and began his speech. Phil Spencer talked about the incredible success of Xbox,
Phil Spencer.
the passionate community that had grown around it, and the dedication of the developers who poured their hearts into creating unforgettable experiences. He then moved on to the moment everyone had been waiting for, the game announcements. One by one, stunning trailers played on the massive screen, showcasing a lineup of breathtaking new games. There was Chronoverse, a time-bending RPG that promised
What
epic
the
adventure
fuck?
across different eras.
Chronoverse.
Starfire, Galaxy's Edge, dazzled the audience with its immersive space exploration and intense battle. Fantasia, Realms of Magic, enhanced players with a whimsical art style and spellbinding gameplay. The audience erupted with applause and cheers as each game was revealed.
They called Fable Fantasia.
The excitement was palpable, and it seemed as though Xbox had outdone itself once again. But amidst the excitement, there was a lingering question on the minds of some fans: what games would Microsoft not be announcing?
Not be announcing.
It's like a reverse showcase, basically. As the showcase progressed, it became apparent a few highly anticipated titles were not part of the lineup. Whispers circulated among the audiences, and speculation filled the air. Some had hoped for a new installation of the beloved Fable series, with its rich fantasy world and engrossing storytelling. Others had anticipated news about Elder Scrolls 6, the next chapter in the acclaimed RPG franchise. While these games were absent from the showcase, Phil Spencer had reassured...
Did you make them say that, or was that
No,
in there?
this is what the AI came up with. This is legit what the AI came up with. While these... Well, I can't stop laughing. I'm laughing and I'm coughing and I'm laughing and I'm coughing. While these games were absent from the showcase, Phil Spencer reassured the audiences that Xbox was committed to delivering exceptional experiences and the journey was far from over.
Committing Xbox.
He emphasized that there were still numerous exciting projects in the works, and fans should stay tuned for future updates. Although some fans felt a tinge of disappointment. Although some fans felt a tinge of disappointment, they understood that game development was a complex process, and not every announcement could make it.
That's definitely made up there. Like fuck.
And not every announcement could be made at once. The Xbox Showcase had still brought an incredible array of games to the forefront, leaving players eager to dive into the new worlds and embark on unforgettable adventures. And so the Xbox Showcase of 2023 came to a close, leaving gamers buzzing with anticipation for the games that were unveiled and the potential surprise that laid ahead. It was a testament to the ever-evolving world of gaming, where innovation, creativity, and the thrill of the unknown blended together to captivate players around the world. But I like how it's just
I find it funny how they thought the Xbox knew how game development works. I just find that so funny.
I just like how it goes, the games that won't be there, Fable and fucking Elder Scrolls 6. Like, goddamn. Like...
And that goes through the whole internet, so I'm pretty sure Fable might not be there, though. The Elder Scrolls probably not either, because they're doing Starfield, like...
Well, that's exactly it. Like, they're too busy working on Starfield. It's got its own direct. I don't think they want to take the light away with Elder Scrolls. So, yeah.
Exactly. So maybe that thing had just spoiled the showcase a little bit. Oh, damn. The bat in the cave. Bat's coming out of that one.
Oh, man. Maybe ChatGPT's onto something? Maybe it knows something that we don't?
It knows that Fable and Elder Scrolls 6 won't be there. But I said nothing about Gears 6, so let's go.
That's it. Oh, I'm over this bloke.
Like, we do need Gears, because it's been a long time since Gears.
It has. It's been a while.
2019?
Why is this happening to me?
When did Gears 5 come out? Gears 5 was 2019. Actually, it's not that long ago, but you know. Come out just before COVID.
My nose feels so inflamed.
So inflamed.
It could like literally be like hay fever.
Oh.
Because hay fever's like that kind of stuff is like.
If you go to Steam right now, my dude, I don't know when this goes up, it'll be on sale, but you get Gears 5 for $14.
Oh, that's not bad on Steam. Jeez.
Well, that's USD, so about $20 for us.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm just gonna confirm right now because there isn't that what's it called?
What's it called?
That Steam Fest. Steam
Yeah,
Next is
that happens
next
as well.
week. That's this week
That
coming up.
happens. That happens during the event. Yeah. Everyone has sales at the moment.
Okay, it's cheaper than I thought. Gears 5 is $17 Australian. $17. So if you're in Oz, fucking jump on that. I'm gonna see when it actually ends. Hang on. I'm just trying to help the community out because everyone's got to play Gears of War. Like everyone's got to fucking play it.
I am over
Why keep
this.
asking me for my age? I'm over 18.
Oh my god. Why is it so vicious? 3D printing is so vicious at the moment. And I am honestly so tired with
You have
my
a week.
sinuses. I have a week.
16th of June. It's gone.
Okay. Peaches and creams.
Peaches and creams. Is it good? So it's like they just dropped the lollies in the vodka.
I'm having a feeling that this is what they've been doing.
Or if not, can you confirm somewhere for us, Bilson, that we're
They don't
not
give away their
wrong or we
secret.
are wrong?
They just like buy. They just got a vat of vodka, and each vat of vodka, they just like some dude's like named Jeff, and he's just like, and he's just sprinkling them like
You're
100
just sprinkling them.
in each vat. He's like, this one's the musk.
Like that sounds nasty.
Just
Next, you'll get a Coke tasting one.
what kind of?
Okay,
This is a bunch of blow. Actually, that was the rumors. That's still talking about. I was watching that. There's that people still talking about like how they used to have cocaine in Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
Apparently, rumors are still saying that there's actually still some form of it in. I was like, that. How would they allow that? Like that's exactly. I'm like, how would they allow that?
There's not.
You couldn't. Like,
Pretty
literally
sure.
couldn't.
I'm pretty
Apparently,
sure there's none. Because they will definitely be sued. Because kids drink Coke.
I know. That's exactly it. It's like, how would you? That's like made no sense. I was like, what?
I don't get
Small
how they
traces of
would
cocaine.
think
It's like,
of
why
that.
would you? Why would they be like, I need to get rid of this cocaine, so let's just sprinkle a small amount.
A small amount.
Like that. Why they got cocaine? Like, why are they like at the factory? Just be like, let's just put a little sprinkle of cocaine into the drink. Still, like, why? And then make people addicted to this drink. And that's
I've
what
already
it was
just. I'm trying to look for everyone to get Gears on PC, but only Gears 5 is on PC on Steam.
for. Mm-hmm.
Gears 5, not Gears 4.
Gears 5. It's weird.
Gears. Yeah. You think Gears 4 will be on there? Like, it's just Gears 5. Like, I don't get it.
It was good. I was meant to let her know, like, I'm drinking this drink. What you want to try some?
He's
Oh my god.
drink. He's drinking the drink. He's already done with the
Oh
muskie.
my god. I gotta reply to this. Not really, but I'm replying to it. I'm drinking my drinks. So I'm gonna make the I'll have to make the tweet later. Not the tweet. You make the tweets. I'll make the Instagram post later of the drinks, and I'll put them up on the
Of the
Instagram.
drinks?
Put them in a nice little shot. Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, so me and you stayed up the other morning. Well, we didn't stay up. We woke up. What am I saying? We woke up.
I should have stayed up.
The way you were going, because you're fucking. Oh, I'll go to bed early, and then you're jamming out, and you kept going.
I'll be in bed by 10:30. 12 o'clock. Hello.
Oh man, that makes sense if you're gonna get up like. But you should have got up at like 4:30 or something if you went to bed at 12. If you're still awake at like 2,
I
you
should
should
have
have stayed up.
just stayed up.
But yeah, I got up nice, like I said. But yeah, we both watched it. We streamed it.
My nose is being weird.
Have you uploaded yours yet, or you not? Have you uploaded it or not?
Not yet.
Oh god, you're gonna be a bit behind.
It's a big file.
Yeah, I
realised.
uploaded mine.
Look how big it is.
basically the
Oh,
same day.
shit.
Like after it was up, I uploaded it, but of course with no traction because everyone else is doing it. Every man and their dog is doing it. Makes sense, but I've had a whole 2 clicks. Unlike some people, that get fucking thousands of views. Cheers for that.
That's
Thanks for
9 gigabytes. That's not too bad,
thanks for
actually.
helping the rest of us. Small content creators out there. YouTube. Mm. But yeah, no, we both watched that. We both streamed it together. But reputably, we
I mean, I'm pissed about mine because I meant to order in 1080, but I did it in 720.
yeah, I think mine did that too. Actually, mine was in 720. Weirdly enough.
Well, I didn't change my thing.
But I uploaded
That's
720.
I
It's actually
kept the
not bad
file
though.
size down, so.
Well, is it like it was in 720, but it's still pretty crisp. It looked pretty good on my end. Like for mine, I was like, damn, this looks good.
Yeah, because the stream would have been 1080.
So I
I
wasn't
think
wrong.
if the source is high, I mean, if you go 720, it'll still be high because
The sauce is high. What the fuck are you doing to put on your hot dogs?
oh,
But
what's
anyway,
that?
yeah. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, we'll list off Jim will list off a few things and we'll talk about it. I didn't really bother writing my list this week for it, but I will definitely be on it for the Xbox.
Because you, I would.
Yeah, I knew you would. But you'll bring up stuff. But I do want to write down. I do want to like watch Xbox One like after and write theirs down because I meticulously want to like look at it and go like, haha, what was there and what wasn't there, and bring it up in
I'm gonna
top.
take live notes.
So Jim's gonna do it live.
John-
He's gonna do
John-
it over
John-
on his end.
Oh yeah, I'll be live and recording with that. My
'Cause
reactions as always.
I don't think I could stay up like unless I went to bed early and then woke up at like unless I happened to actually go to bed early and woke up at like 3 a.m. or something.
I'm too dedicated. I have to do it.
Like I said, like if it was like this morning when I woke up at like 3 a.m. and then went back to sleep and then woke up at like 5, something like that happened, then I would because I woke up for it, like yeah, okay, I'll stay up for it because I had some sleep. So, but anyway, Jim's over there twitching away, having a friggin' aneurysm. Let out the demons.
What the?
What do we?
I can't see.
What is your what are your
Your
highlights you
February.
got there? What are you?
I got some highlights
He's got
of
some sugary bits.
Ubisoft has got a big thing coming next year. I'm looking forward to it. Fucking we saw it thinking, what the fuck is this? Because it wasn't the prince. Some other person that's not the prince. But we got Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown coming January 28th.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a 2.5D side scroller.
I guess it
And
is like
it's not the prince.
it's not the prince.
Nope.
So it is actually someone else. So look, there was like a redesign of
Yeah.
the prince.
No, it's not the prince.
It's a new
It's
character.
someone else. I
Oh,
think so. Yeah.
Okay.
From what I read.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, because I thought it was like just a redesign of the Prince of Persia, but that's crazy if they're going with a whole new character. That's interesting to take that jump.
The prince could be in there, but that's not him.
They're giving it the Assassin's Creed touch, being like, we're using a different character for the same universe.
Yeah, maybe.
So they'll try.
It is Ubisoft, so.
Hmm.
But it does look good. It's got boss
Yeah.
battles. It's got fucking
It did look pretty cool.
2.5D side scrolling. Bit different. I was expecting a 3D.
Like the first game, like they were going with, like.
They're all 3D, right? Like except
Yeah.
for the very old.
There is
old
one that was
ones.
like I think it had like it was like it's the third person, but there was one of the games I think had like the 2D elements. Like I remember I think there was a few puzzles in
Yeah.
one of the games. I can't remember which one it was, but like you played third person, but then it chucked to the side and you had to go through the puzzle.
Because they're literally a platformer. Like they're meant to be 3D, but this one's not.
Yeah, it's a side scrolling.
It's a hack and slash.
Yeah.
I'm not going to repeat myself again. The side scroller.
Yeah. It's
2.5D.
2.5D.
One of the big ones that we were in shock on was Mortal Kombat 1's gameplay. That looked fucking good.
So
Fucking
good. I am keen for that, honestly.
But if you want to see those, we can't really describe them because there were so many and it's so quick that I lost count. I lost track of a lot of things on that.
That was a lot.
But watch it. It's gory. They didn't censor anything. It's fabulous fucking time.
And that was like at the start of the presentation too. Like it was like
Yeah,
early
it
on. It was
opened
just
with
like
that, didn't it?
bam,
Like,
bam, bam,
second
bam, bam,
thing.
bam. Like it was just brutal. And then you saw the friggin' X-ray fatality and all the fatality stuff going on. I was like, Like, I wasn't expecting this early in the
And
morning.
the tag team's back. You can summon another character to brrr, and then leave again.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Definitely keen for that.
That's the cameo characters. So
Yeah.
you got the main roster and you got cameo. Cameo are
Yeah,
your
cameo roster, yeah.
second one you bring in.
That's pretty
Which
cool.
it's been confirmed Jean-Claude Van Damme is Johnny Cage in the cameo,
Yeah.
and he fully voices him in everything. So
It's pretty interesting that they have that. They have the main roster and specifically a cameo roster for like your sidekicks. Pretty cool.
I think Homelander was a cameo, or I can't remember if it was main or a cameo.
I think he's
can't
meant to be a
remember.
main deal, like a DLC character. He's meant to be one you can play.
Yeah, some are in cameos are in the DLC though.
Mm.
I know it was either Peacemaker or Homelander. One's a character.
It's going to be
one's
interesting
deal,
because
one's a cameo.
It'd be interesting because some of them, if you can't play as them, it's going to be a bit disappointing for people because like, oh, it's like I can't play
Not
as
really.
them. Like, because it's like some
Part of the roster's big anyway, so
yeah. So
we got Quan Chi. They got my boy Kenshi back, the blind man. Like fuck. I used to play Kenshi on the, I don't know what game it was. One of the PS3 ones and stuff. Kenshi was so good.
Mm.
The combos he could do when he's blind are insane.
They're pretty brutal.
I think they changed his color though. I'm pretty sure he had blue, not maroon. But I don't. It's been so long since I played it.
I remember his red bandana, but
I thought it was like blue or something.
I think there's different versions. I think that's what it can vary costumes or whatever. It depends on the costume you chose. It could have been blue costume.
But that's a day one purchase for me. Comes out September 19th. I'm pretty sure. September 19th. Mark that down. I know it's September. Pretty sure it's 19th. This is one that we both looked at and thought, fuck yeah, was the Witchfire, which was that dark fantasy first-person shooter, which looked fucking good. And you want to watch it because I can't describe what it is except dark fantasy FPS. Looks fucking good. Early access starts September 20th, so the day after.
Yep.
There's a lot of September in this. Stuff coming out a lot of September and August.
There wasn't there? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that was like the next couple of months, but then a lot of it was like that end period. Like it was just crazy.
There's only like very little of next year, like very little. Like the main one is Prince of Persia and something else.
Yep.
Next, we got Sonic Superstars, which looks fucking good. It was the old 2D Sonic. Still 2D, but modern.
Like
graphics.
it's remastered like Sonic's like.
It's 4-player.
Party. Oh.
You can play as Tails, Amy, I think one's called,
and Knuckles. Yeah.
And Sonic, of course. But it's the original game or games.
Yeah.
Modern with. I wonder how they got the co-op in there though, because the other games weren't. Like,
no, like
I wonder how it's got to go with the flow.
I know those levels because levels are designed to play in that certain.
But then again, they are pretty open. Like you can do 4 people, or 1 to 4.
I
So
only do
I guess you have to find out.
But...
I don't have a date for that, so I don't know what if that was this year, right?
Yeah,
Sonic
I think it was this year. I think it was. Let me
double check.
You want to have a look?
Because I just want to confirm that could be like another September one. I want to get people like mark their calendars for. Sonic.
What was that?
Release date.
Okay, that's kind of interesting that 9 News covered.
Comes out fall this year, so roughly the same time.
9 News covered the Games Fest as well.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's so weird. They got an article on their website. So
the next game comes out September 19th.
So yeah, that was...
Which was Lies of P. Finally got a release date. And a demo dropped, which... Did you download it, Does?
No, I have not yet.
Oof. It's available on everything, I think. Oh no, PC and next gen, I think. Is it on PS4 on that? Xbox One? I can't remember.
Superstars 2 releases.
Yeah, it just says full.
Nicolas Cage, Dead by Daylight, Mortal
So
Kombat
end of the
1. Yeah, it was Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. That was.
So Lies of P got a demo. Play it. It's a Soulsborne Pinocchio. It's a dark Pinocchio story, and it's gonna be fucking good. I'm yet to play the demo. I haven't downloaded it yet either. To
Yeah.
be fair, it's like 20 gigs. I'm like, I'll just wait on that. Might wait for the game to come out. It's only
Um,
like 3 or 4 months away. So, and this one just completely blew my mind. But Akira Toriyama, creator of Dragon Ball,
yeah.
his other manga, Sandland, is getting a game
Yep.
and an animated movie to go with it
Oh, really? We get an animated movie?
in September. I think we get that, or August.
Oh, shit.
We get the game next year, I think. Yeah, I didn't know it was I
Um,
didn't know it was a manga. It's already a thing. It's been a thing for a long time. I'd never heard of it though. But yeah, Sandland, open world, monsters and people living together, trying to live together. So I mean, if you like Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, man,
I
you
might
can't go
have to
past him.
I might have to do some work and make a curated post on the website again and grab all these trailers, link them on the
Oh, the trailers.
because he has a lot of stuff here.
I've got to go through the fucking Twitter and do it, but they need to up the limit on the words because I want to do things about them, but it's like you only
You
limited
get
to
it.
like a paragraph.
Yeah, you get individual posts. It's like, I mean, at least it's more content if you break it up, but it's like still.
That's a lot of just dung 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 dung. But yeah, Sandland next year, the anime
That
August
looked
this
good
year,
though.
August September.
That looks so cool.
And that like it's open world too, so you got some fun. If you like Kakarot, you like this maybe.
Definitely look like they've used it as a big stepping stone.
Well, I wonder who's actually making it though. Like they didn't say who's developing it,
I
so
don't think it said.
it might be the Dragon Ball people. Who
I
knows?
don't think. I just looked up an article here. I don't know if it said it on there.
Um,
Well,
this one's coming September 20 or so. But this one I've been looking forward to was Party Animals. That got a
yes.
release date, September 20th. It's been in early access and that on PC that for a while. Like a year or so, I think, been early access.
So it is Bandai Namco Entertainment that are doing the game.
Yeah, it's the Dragon Ball people in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be their typical studios.
Which is fucking cool because if it's anything like Kakarot, it's going to be fucking good.
Well, they know what they can do, and I think they're just going to get better
I
because it's
just-
a lot more open world. Like not just.
I'm going to be shook because I know nothing of that manga.
I think it'd be nice to be introduced to it and playing it, and I think that'd be nice, like a fresh of breath air, like a breath of fresh
Like,
air.
I'm going to Google Stanland. I don't know, like... Stanland
Definitely going to be a fresh of
manga.
breath air.
That's from a long time ago, I think. That's from 2000. Original run, May 22nd, 2000 till August 28th, 2000. It's only a short thing.
Yeah.
So we're getting probably the whole thing in one game, which would be pretty fucking cool. Like, I knew what it was straight up.
Right, you just know
I
about the
didn't
art
know the
style.
name.
Like, no, but we knew the art style. We knew exactly who it was.
Yeah.
I was like, wait
I'm
a
like,
second.
fucking Toriyama boy. He got that distinct. And it
It's
looks like
amazing.
Dragon Ball, but
It's
also not.
Honestly amazing that they can capture that style so well into a game. Like, they capture it perfectly. It's crazy. Like, it actually looked better than, to my personal taste. The designs and character designs looked actually better than Kakarot did. Like, they got so...
Yeah.
They did so well with it.
Because Dragon Ball's its own art style. That's similar, but it's more new than what Dragon Ball was. So I'm guessing you changed a little, you tweaked a little bit.
To make them stand out between the two.
Published 2013. I didn't realize that he worked on Chrono Trigger and Dragon Quest and all that. Blue Dragon. He's got so much fucking mangas going on now. Tokyo the Angel and everything. Like, damn, son, he's just busy. And, no, that comes out next year, I'm pretty sure. But, keep an eye for the anime. You might watch the movie. You might like it. Play the
Definitely
damn
gonna watch
game.
it.
Yeah, right?
I'm
I
keen.
don't know if it's going to be in cinemas then, or if it's going to be just
Who knows?
released. I don't know yet.
Who knows? Who knows?
But Party Animals, also September 20th. Keep an eye out. It's like Gang Beasts.
We need to play Gang Beasts again.
Better.
I feel
The
like.
amount of modes and characters on Party Animals is insane.
Because isn't that what's that coming to console? What's the difference about? Because
Everything.
it's only on
I
PC,
think
isn't it? At the moment.
right now. Well, it's some people got it, but it's not out at all.
Yeah, it's content creators that like got it. I think.
Yeah, they were trialing it for the playing and stuff.
Convenient enough. Let's just give this out to people that are YouTubers to advertise it for us because you know it
Well,
would
that's
work.
also advertising, so hey, I don't have a problem with it.
No, it's a smart move. It's cheeky, but it's a very smart move. Because then it
Oh
builds
yeah.
anticipation up because no one else can have it, and they keep playing it, playing it, playing it, milking it, and playing it, and their favorite
Well,
YouTubers
it's
are
the
just like,
third
oh,
most wishlisted game on Steam, below Starfield and Hollow Knight Silksong.
oh,
So
yep,
people fucking want party animals. I mean, I do as well because it
yeah.
looks fucking good. You can get a crossbow and shit and like
Oh,
shoot
it's just
people.
chaos. It's just complete chaos.
It's like Gang
It's what
Beasts
you
turn up to
love.
12. Like there's solo modes, there's team modes, there's um. This is one that we thought looked good as well. Toxic Commando, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando.
Right? It was like
It's
what?
Left 4 Dead, like cross
Yeah,
World War Z, cross
yeah.
things.
Like
Because it looked more intense than Left 4 Dead. Like there's
Killing Floor, like a bit like
a
Killing
few
Floor.
hundred zombies on screen, just like oh fuck, which
Massive,
is World War Z,
massive sprawl of zombies, just like.
and it's a 4-player co-op fucking.
And you got like the
from
big
John
berserker
Carpenter. So
bosses,
it's gonna
like
be
you got the look like their versions of like the bloaters and stuff like that. Like they've got the
yeah.
bigger
Plus
characters.
whatever else they had cooking up.
So, these games are
Just
making a
because it's
comeback.
John Carpenter, it's gonna be fucking scary.
Have you noticed though?
It's gonna have like elements of horror.
That genre of gameplay is starting to come back again because we've got like Starship Troopers that's dropped and we've got like that other game
That's way
coming.
different though.
No, but like it's that
That's a-
4-player like horde kind of like
Yeah.
you're building stuff. Like it's that typical that base. If you break it down, it's just the 4-player.
Literally Left 4 Dead.
4-player or 3-player like
Because we
work
had Back 4
combat
Blood,
versus
we got
yeah.
Starship Troopers.
There's not that other game.
We're
we
getting
looked at.
this next year. I think it's next year. Pretty sure. Because
Like,
there was no release window.
That genre
or
is making a
nothing,
comeback,
so-
and honestly, that genre is one of the best genres of games. Honestly, because you work together,
Right?
you play like that's what kind of like what they're trying to do with
It's just-
Redfall, but Redfall was done
It's
so
just
bad.
stupid fun.
Like,
But I think John Carpenter's stuff will be more serious. It's not going to be like stupidly out
not
there.
stupid. Like it's gonna have funny elements to it. It'll have some
It's
comedy,
going to have horror. It's going to be have
quirkiness,
maybe in your face.
some quirkiness. It'll
humour,
have its
like-
quirkiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's gonna be you know
Like,
it's gonna
the trailer
be
looks serious.
you know it's gonna be solid because it's John Carpenter. Like they make sure it's done. You know what I mean? Like that. Usually
well,
those games.
pretty
are
sure
done.
he would have helped. He's still alive, isn't he? Yeah.
It's his IP anyway, because he's done those like the other John Carpenter games though. Like if you look at it, they're done like with thought. And,
Yeah, but I'm
and
pretty sure
passion.
he's still involved with this.
Yeah. But that's what I mean though. Like they're clean. They're not just like random throw together random picks. Like let's just randomly make this thing and do it. Like they actually thought out and put the work into it. The heart and passions put into it to work on it and stuff like that. Like it's not just a cash grabby or oh we need to get this out deadline whatever.
I want to see if he's actually working on it or if he's just they're just using his IP. Like,
Because yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
Commando.
Toxic Commando.
I'm just saying if he's. Oh, it is next year to PC and consoles. Okay.
John Carpenter. He's 75 years old.
Yeah, he's getting up there. I reckon he would be involved with it.
no,
He'd
someone-
just have to be.
Is it no? It's Game Bible put 23 hours ago. John Carpenter's new zombie game looks like a first-person Days Gone.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
And Days Gone was so good.
So
So,
yeah,
Nate, give us a sequel, please.
that's not bad. John Carpenter.
Get,
Swabby as fuck.
Get Mr. Ross and Mr. Garvin back to make the sequel, please.
That's crazy. Like he's
Next up, this is what I didn't expect it, but Spider-Man 2 got a fucking release date.
Yes. They
October 20th.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I know, it's pretty cool, eh? Finally got a date for it.
I saw someone online. People are saying that Venom's Craven. That Craven got the symbiote. Because Venom is like big as Craven. when in that shot. It was like Craven, it's Harry, it's Craven.
It's more likely to be Harry than anything.
I mean, I wouldn't count Craven out, really.
Uh,
Hey, it's
um,
fucking Insomniac, bro. They do some weird
um,
shit, but I still reckon it's Harry.
more the fact when Venom takes over certain characters. One being when he took over Craven in the comics, he actually adapted to the jacket and everything with the long hair. Like he
Hmm.
actually adapts to the people appropriately. Like he doesn't just like take the look. If not just like
We
it's
can
weird.
or
Like
not like
Spider-Man, it worked because he always had that kind of
because Eddie
physique look to
Brocky
him.
didn't take anything from Eddie. Like he just
That's what I'm saying.
Venom.
Like it was physique looked. So this is what the weird part is. So how they've always done with Venom is the physique looked. So it always
But
adapted to
also that's
Spider-Man.
not Insomniac.
And it like got the sleek look, but then it adapts to like when Peter first gets it, he gets it. So it's a sleek black suit and adapts to his because he's wearing his suit at the time in the comics. So it adapts around his suit he's wearing and just makes it black. So that's where the shape comes from. It then goes to Eddie Brock because it already had that form. It tries to adapt that form of Spider-Man to Eddie Brock, but because he's bulky and burly, it's got to wrap down around the big body, so that it kind of warps and stretches a bit different.
You look at this
And
fucking Venom. He's fucking tang. Like he's this fucking wide. Like
that style is actually
that's fucking Craven.
that style is very similar to the version in Fortnite as well. Which is from the comics, so they've actually got that version of the suit. But no, because Eddie, but there's not Eddie Brock. Because they did say it's then they weren't going to relate to Eddie Brock. But Eddie Brock is a burly character as well because he was the jock in the thing. He was a very big build jock.
Where Harry in the game wasn't. So
But necessarily being Harry, depending on the surgery he's going through, it might.
Harry's a thin old stick dude.
Well,
Like, not old, but
that's the principle of what Venom's doing. Is because Venom needs to protect the frail body. So what it would do is it would adapt to him and do the opposite of what he is to make him survive. Because Venom is a symbiote that needs to survive off its with its host.
yeah, well, that's not.
So
This Venom is made in that lab. It's not from outer space. So.
yeah. But even then, like that's what the movies were doing as well. They'll try and playing like it was from space, but then mixed with the lab and stuff. Like it's still going to be somewhat based off space DNA.
I mean, I still wouldn't count Craven out from wearing it, from having the symbiote.
Like I said, pretty much all Marvel characters have worn a form of a Venom suit or symbiote suit through their history line.
Just the fact that looked like Craven, like his build. So I'm thinking that might be Craven.
I know where you're going from, but I can tell you now it wouldn't be Craven. I can tell you that now because.
Oh no, I mean, I'm not counting it out, but I'm still reckoning it's Harry.
Because there's other bigger characters like that are burly as well, besides Craven. But point being is, there's always been an artistic touch. It's always been a thing with all the comic book artists and designers that there's always been a touch that if Venom or a symbiote, not necessarily Venom, takes over any other character host, they pick traits from those characters. It's always been like a written rule with the symbiotes that it takes.
Yeah, but also
traits.
Insomniac does their own thing.
It's still
like with the other characters.
It's still in passion with the.
But you look at that fucking Vulture and shit. That's way different.
They're kind of takes that have been there before in the comic books, though. That's you gotta understand. Like there are those
and the Shocker, and it looks way different too.
Kind of, not really. Like they're...
He's like a scrawny dude in Insomniac's one.
Yeah. I mean, comic books have done stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. The comics have like covered a lot of variations. Like a lot of things we're seeing are very similar to what the comics have done, and what they're bringing to the table. Like that's the thing though with this is like I've seen different forms and variations of these characters, and the one common rule that they've always followed as an acknowledgement to like the Marvel, like the IP of Marvel and the tradition of Marvel is they have touches and like you can change the character and have different characters take it, but there's a certain set rules that they follow. So like I said, if a character is frail and the symbiote takes over that body, it enhances to protect the host because if the host dies, the symbiote can die. If you know, like if they're wearing it, like if they're part of it, it needs to protect the host because if that host dies, the symbiote will die as well because they're attached to it. Unless the symbiote's separate, it doesn't give a fuck what happens to the host kind of thing. But if they're together at the time, it needs to protect the host so that they feed off of it. That's why,
Which it is smart enough to get
With
out before it dies anyway. So
exactly, and that's like with the Venom movie. The Venom movie with Tom Hardy actually focused on that a lot more. That little
yeah,
detail
because
where
he tried to kill himself and Venom didn't let him.
yeah,
Like,
well, there was that too. But when they were testing in the lab, like they were using this thing on tests, like experiments, and people were dying. And that's the thing because it was feeding off the host.
it
It
was
was
just
not
jumping
compatible,
from.
and it would try to use that host, but it didn't work. So the person died, or they developed a cancer or something because it wasn't compatible. And they acknowledged that little fact from the comics that not many really people like dabbled into, and it was kind of a cool effect. Like there was one character that over time, because his separation from the suit, he started developing like cancers and tumors. So he had to be kind of wear the suit more often to survive.
That's not what
And,
happened to
yeah, where
Eddie
some,
Brock.
and that's exactly it with him. He would be that kind of
Because he's already
spot.
pretty. He's pretty fucked without him. Like,
And that's where the big concept of it being kind of teased with Harry is because if anything, it would either he'd be a goblin, which his dad clearly was, with where the story was going, is his dad was clearly in that spectrum of testing this,
yeah, well,
or his
Harry's
mother
on
was,
like
or whatever it was.
he's on his deathbed. So
So yeah, so it was. I think it's what his mother had. So I think in the sense that they were basing it off instead of Norman being the one with the schizophrenic fucking disease thing, it was the mother that had it, and the mother passed on to Harry. So it's kind of a new, like it's still there, like it's still. So realistically, in the universe, if you would think
just
about
a
it, it
different
would
parent
be
had it.
yeah, it would be the mother that would have been the Green Goblin if she survived. Basically, is where it would have gone because she had that schizophrenia thing going on in the infection. So he got it. So he'd still technically. Okay. Give me a sec. Okay, spit. Okay, big. And then what I expect. That's alright. No one saw that. I said a loogie bubble while I was talking, just coming out of my throat.
Yeah.
You weren't looking. Basically, when I was just talking, and a spit bubble just bowled out of my mouth. It just came up. No, it was weird and disgusting. So yeah, so basically, it followed the mother instead of Norman. So who knows what's going on with Norman exactly because he didn't become.
Oh yeah,
Green
Harry's
Goblin.
got Osterin
Osteo.
syndrome.
Yeah. So, and that's where it kind of said. That's why I think
Ostran.
they took away because his dad wasn't Green Goblin, and his mother died. They passed the disease on to him, which would technically be the same disease as being the Green Goblin. But because they've changed that narrative, that's why that makes sense for him to become the Venom, because it adds more conflict, I think, and suspense to the fact that I don't think we're going to know. Like, I'm kind of spoiling the story here because I feel like we're going to have this Venom character. We're going to play through it and fight Venom, and then it's going to get to a point where Peter's going to reveal, like, who he is. And he's going to be like, wait, it's Harry. Like, that's going to be the suspenseful moment. I feel like it's going to happen.
I also reckon it's going to jump to Craven and Spider-Man or Peter
that
and
I understand. Like that,
Miles and
yeah, that I reckon could happen because that's happened. There's one game that I played, Spider-Man game back in the day, and I fucking loved it because
and I still reckon Venom's going to be an ally though.
he eventually does become
Harry.
an ally. Yeah, so it's going to be a weird thing. I think at first that he's mentally going to be unstable, and I think he's going to be fighting him, and then Peter's going
Because
to wake him
I
up to it.
think we get the Sinister Six in this, and they're going to need Venom and Craven to help.
Well, we had him in the first one as well.
Yeah, but not as one unit. They were like all spread out.
They were broken up and they were fighting each other, and they only came together for that one time. And
No, they all fought Spider-Man. They all different parts. Yeah, Rhino by himself in the
that's what
shipyard.
I mean. Yeah. They weren't actually together
Yeah,
fighting.
had
You weren't
Vulture
fighting.
and Shocker in the electric tower thing.
That's what I'm saying. That we weren't fighting
had
two at the one time or
Scorpion,
three at the one
yeah,
time.
two,
Like
I
you
think.
weren't fighting them all at once, kind of thing. They're all separated when you fought them. You weren't in a big boss battle like against them. And I think that's what they're trying to introduce.
You're willing to.
And that's why I think they're
They get
introducing
the whole.
with the whole team up thing. That's what they're trying to introduce is this whole team up combat system, which I think
Because I
they'll
reckon
have the assistance.
Craven's going to help Spider-Man and Miles.
Possibly
He'll be
not
like,
directly.
because he'll probably see all the other ones' powers and go, oh fuck.
Yeah, he wants to hunt them down. Cravens wants to hunt for win and gain, so he'll maybe want to fight
Exactly.
them for his own pleasure. And then if Spider-Man defeats him, he'll be like, "Well, I'm coming for you because you've beaten all these guys. I want you now. I want your trophy. You're my trophy." You know, like he's always looking for the challenge, the fight.
I'm fucking keen. We don't have long to wait.
But I was gonna say, coming back to that the Venom thing, there was a game. I don't know if you've played it, but you play as it's a Spider-Man game, so you're playing as Peter Parker, Spider-Man. But there's a through the game, you're actually hunting down Venom, and he's jumping between all the different characters. So you come across like Wolverine
I
Venom.
think I've seen that.
You come across like I think
Yeah.
it was like Punisher Venom and like all these different Venoms, like because he's jumping from host to host, and he takes on their forms, and you got to fight them, but they all got their own unique abilities. It's a fucking crazy game because like Wolverine Venom is just
So I
ridiculous.
reckon he's going to go Spider-Man. Or Peter's going to be the last one he's going to infect. I reckon.
Well, no, you
No,
see,
maybe the first because
he is, he is,
Miles
he
is
is.
probably.
Miles never really
Because I
gets
still
it.
swear it's gonna go bouncing between all of them.
I don't. Well, see, that's the thing. It'd be interesting because Miles never really gets the Venom suit. Like, Miles never really in the story never really had a symbiote suit. Never really had interaction with a symbiote. But the fact that we've got this now, and it's at the origin point, because we're clearly going to see
Well, this is
Peter with it.
Insomniac's own fucking. They can do whatever the fuck they want
So
with
whether
it.
he's
Like,
sneaking into the lab or whatever's going on, he finds something. He ends up with the suit somehow. He ends up with some of that that symbiote. So he ends
and the
up with
fact
it.
that Peter's corrupt because he's pissed. Like
Yeah.
he's not Peter.
Like he's got that bit of anger. Like he's literally got that bit of
You
anger.
could
Like,
hear in his fingers like fucking like he's fucking
he's like,
joining
oh, like get out of my way. Like
like
I'm gonna
he
do this. Oh, they gotta pay
yeah
for this. Like it's brutal. And the fact that
yeah
but the fact that we're seeing Lizard in the trailer, we see him, but he's amped up. Like he juiced himself up. We've
he's
seen,
actual lizard,
yeah, like he literally evolved further. Like he
not
didn't just
human
turn
face
to,
lizard.
yeah, not just turn into a lizard. Like he's
No
amplified his
offense to the
lizard.
Amazing Spider-Man movies, but they're dog shit.
Like that's the thing that too. Like you can clearly see that he has
They're
Peter.
dog
Like
shit.
because I don't think we saw him in the first game as Lizard, did we? We didn't have Lizard in the first game, did we?
No, we had the Doctor though.
We had the Doctor.
We had
So,
the
but I think what we're getting at is that we because we're a
I
bit more
think
further in the line because he's clearly turns into his lizard
we have
form.
Kurt in the first game.
I can't. That's what I'm trying to remember. Oh, was he around? I
I'm
think he was
Googling.
around. But like he's kind of lizard in the first, like around that first game. I don't know if we saw it or not.
Oh, I think he was. All you seen was the back of him, I think.
He's the background character. But like that's the thing. Like this form of the lizard looks like it's a juiced up version, not just
Oh
like
no, he was in Miles Morales.
he was in Miles
I
Morales.
think.
Cause I think he's a simpler. Yeah, I don't know if we saw him as a lizard though. But I really
No,
need
he
to
was person.
I really need to get Miles Morales. I really want to play that.
I'm watching the video goes for like a minute, so I'm gonna have a quick look.
But basically what it sounds like from the narrative of what we saw in that trailer was he's come across him as lizard before, but this version is a juiced up version because he's like 10 times worse than his normal lizard form because he was like huge, like he was massive, like Killer Croc size. And usually when he transformed, he's usually not that big.
He was talking to Norman when Harry's in the thing.
Yep. Talking about it, yeah. So I gotta get Miles and I gotta play that.
Yeah,
later.
Harry's in the chamber looking at Norman and Kurt.
Yeah.
You've seen through his eyes what they're doing.
Yep. But yeah, no. So it's gonna be interesting to compare with the knowledge and of the universe that I'm aware of because
Yeah, all you see is the back of Kurt Connor. You don't see his face or anything. So
yep.
we
Never
will
really
in the
get
second
face.
game. I bet.
But you know, definitely keen for it because I reckon I really like I said I know we're gonna have Harry as a symbiote form at some point. That's my expectations. That it's hard to say who that bulky version is because you had Eddie Brock and there's another.
I still say it's
Like I said, he wouldn't look like that if it was Craven. He wouldn't look like that at all. It's too simple for his design. Like I said, it's a common written rule.
no,
that
but
you've
look
got
what I
added
did the
twists.
fucking lizard though.
Yeah, but he's still kind of like I said. That's a juiced up version. He always kind of was like that in different versions of he either wore the lab coat still or he got a bit bigger and
But
ripped
they
it.
can do whatever they want within.
That's like it's still gonna match the creator like commerce like whatever like. It's like a weird creator agreement thing that all the artists have. Like they add their touch to it, but they can't go too
But
out of
like,
the way. Like, oh, we're gonna make
I'm
lizard,
just
but we're
gonna
gonna
see. I'm just gonna play it.
they're gonna turn him purple or we're gonna turn him red. Like, there's no. Have you noticed? Like, they won't change color. They don't tamper with things. Like, they keep things within
No, they do.
the
You
confines.
got all the other suits that held
Suits.
different.
That's it. Suits are always twist and change, but like they don't go. Oh, because if you look at like lizard, like he's always green. He's always a form of green. Like they don't go. Oh, he's gonna turn into a
He's
red
not
lizard this
green
time.
in there though. He's like a
He's green.
creamy.
He's still green. Like it's still a green.
He's like a creamy green.
He's a
Like
crocodile
a
green.
snot green.
That's it. It's still green. But that's the thing. They still confine in.
It's
in the
more
agreements.
yellow, I think.
You know, they're not going to be like, oh, we're going to create Spider-Man this time around, and his base suit is fucking yellow and green. Like that's not Spider-Man. Like his,
I mean,
his
they could.
default. Like it's a weird thing. Like you can make other suits, but default, he's the typical red and blue.
Because in
Like,
the games, there's plenty of suits.
Oh, there's plenty of
like
suits.
The I forgot what the name of it was, but I used to
That's-
rock it.
that's
It had like metal arm guards. Like he looked like Astro Boy.
I know it's weird. But that's the thing again. Like I say, that's the same with Miles. His default colors are black and red. Like they can change up this lately, but it's got to be black and red by default. You can't go any different from that. Like it's got to have that.
Unless Marvel say.
So yeah, it's up. It's basically as I said. There's this commerce agreement that they got to follow through. Like you know, with each character.
But
You know, like
October 20, my dudes.
I know we
And the
always come around to this
pre-orders
point.
start June 16th.
Yeah.
So get ready. There is a collector's edition with a 19-inch Venom, Spider-Man and Miles fighting statue. So I want that.
What? Where? What?
Yeah. And there's a steelbook with it.
How much is that? No idea.
$299 US. So 400-500 maybe.
And that's only on the US thing so far, or has it got something for here?
That'll be here on the 16th.
I know I'm because
10
I wouldn't
a.m.
have the system, but goddamn, because of PS5.
10
But
a.m. boy.
goddamn, I want that.
With a
statue.
19-inch
I want that
fucking
statue.
Venom, Spider-Man, and Miles like they're being held by the web, just going at him.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm like, I need.
No, don't get me. Don't get me trapped talking about Marvel, especially Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my biggest fucking.
That's why I'm moving on before.
Good.
Because we know nothing still. Like
No.
just a release date. And that Peter Brock.
Peter Brock.
And that Eddie Brock's not Venom.
Eddie Parker.
Eddie Parker.
Yeah, no, there's another guy. I can't remember
Miles.
who it was. I can't remember who because Eddie Brock is someone else.
Eddie Brock's not even in that game, I don't think.
That's interesting.
I don't think Eddie Brock's even in there, so I don't
In the
think
universe.
people would even think it was him.
I mean, people say it could be Flash Thompson. That's the thing. That's his name, Flash Thompson.
That's not in there either, is he?
So who
No,
knows?
he's not. It's only him and Harry and what's his name?
Plot twist ends up being Norman Osborn.
Norman is Venom.
Norman Osborn instead.
I actually wouldn't count that out.
See, that could be the new time. Instead of having Green Goblin family timeline, it's the Venom like family tree. Like,
yeah, Eddie Brock's not in
Like-
there.
so yeah, who knows? Oh, he's bloody top ups. So yeah, I don't know who's in that universe. Because he's the War Spider. That's the only difference. Is Flash Thompson is the War Spider. He looks like the Punisher. There's a version of him that is bulky though, which is interesting enough. But he looks more like a Spawn type character.
Insomniac confirms Venom isn't Peter Parker or Eddie Brock in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, because Peter Parker can never be Venom. Like he's the black suit Spidey. Like, like I don't get it. I don't like. But then it gets me. It's like Peter Parker is a Venom. Like, no shit, he's fighting him. Why would like how do people come up with that?
Weird.
Like, I don't know.
It's most likely fucking Harry.
I reckon that's where they were hinting at the narrative was Harry. But I'm trying to think of that suit though.
5%. I'm not ruling out Craven.
No,
I'm not ruling out any other of the 6 either, actually. Because they can do whatever the fuck they want with that fucking symbiote,
220
really.
centimeters.
I'm just... It looks so bulky, though. Like, it looks muscly as fuck.
He definitely looks like fucking swole as fuck in that one design. In that shot, like, he looks fucking huge.
He's massive.
But
He's like
that's so-
twice Peter's size and shit. Like, 3 times. Like, fuck.
I'm trying to
Which that wouldn't be
remember-
Harry, I don't think.
Well, like I said, if it's gonna be Harry, if he's skinny and scrawny, it's a protective
Yeah,
defense
but
mechanism, so he does bulkier.
he wouldn't go like 4 times as big, though.
Yeah, no, if Harry is frail, then it will.
He's
Then
not
he-
frail, though. He's just
That's what I'm saying. If he's
nerves
got,
in that.
that's what I'm
He's-
saying. If he's got these problems, it will do that to protect him, to create that layer around his body.
Mm.
So
I still have an inkling that that big buff guy is Craven. Just,
he's going with Craven.
I don't know. I have a feel that he's going to get the symbiote at some point.
He's mostly gonna come across at some point for sure. Like I can tell you that. Like he's gonna fight him. He's gonna go up against him. He's gonna like maybe get a bit of it. But I know from my previous knowledge that he'll change into a look that will look more suited to him. That's it. But anyway, we're gonna go on. I'm
And-
now telling you because you came back to it, not me. Make a statement on that. You came back to it. So don't be blaming me when we stuck in this situation.
Twisted Metal got a trailer, which is
Yes, it did.
absolutely fucking stupidly weird, but you know.
It's
Where's the
quirky.
cars?
It's
Where's
quirky.
the car combat? Not hand to hand. Like, car combat is Twisted Metal.
Mm.
But yet we got Sweet Tooth over there just manhandling fucking John
Singing
John
that
Doe.
song. Singing that
The
song.
thong song.
Dong, 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 dong. I'll push his face up again. And they're singing it together. I was like, oh, that's so good.
Yeah, that
Also,
was a CG fucking slot machine.
yeah.
Because David Jaffe spotted this. So I was
Yep.
watching a video of his. He literally puts his face against it slowly, and
Yep.
then the cracks happen afterwards.
So it's like a real one, but they CG the cracks in.
Because it's Mackie, I don't think he wanted to do it unless he wanted to stunt double. But it's literally like he goes full force, then just stops and goes tap,
And
and then it goes.
Yeah, they had to push it up against whatever they
He
used
pointed
it
it
for.
out, so I watched it and I'm like, now I can't unsee it.
I mean, it kind of
It's
makes
so
sense.
bad.
Trying to like push your face up against something would hurt. You got to do things safely.
It's not that bad. Those things are solid, man. You can't really smash them.
But I think
And
it's,
it's just a boosh.
it's emphasized the force. I think it's meant to be the emphasize the force of Sweet Tooth to show that he's like added aggression to it. Like he's pushed him up to it, and then he's
You know who's playing
applied the
Sweet
pressure.
Tooth? Because I do.
There was that one actor playing, but he's voiced by what's his name? Batman.
Will Arnett.
Yeah, Will Arnett, Batman.
Yeah, but do you know who's playing him?
Who's playing him?
It's fucking Samoa Joe.
Oh, Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I didn't know until I was like, Samoa Joe, bro.
That's funny. Yeah, because they had that sort of double, but
you had to be a freaking wrestler to do it, like to get
yeah,
that
the build,
buff.
the right build for it. Sweet Tooth's one of my favorite characters.
Will Arnett though nailed it, I think.
Oh, that grungy voice he had of his, like they got a little bit of a filter to it, but like it's just so good.
Right? It's like he's doing a Batman, but not. Like it's a bit
Darker,
back.
yeah. Not as.
I just don't get why it
Deeper?
did that
Not
as a
deep?
trailer though. For
We had that other trailer when they were driving around with that weird shot,
baffled
and then
me.
we had this one. It's like what?
where's the car combat? Not you getting. Something they talk about inviting somewhere and shit. Like, oh yeah, I'll see
A
you
tournament,
after. Like,
a tournament kind of thing. I think they're gonna be like a Mortal Kombat kind of style.
that's stupid.
Like they're all going to the tournament. I think that's what's meant to be happening.
It's like, yeah, I'll meet you there and shit. It's just like,
I want to see the fucking.
I heard the whole
what
dialogue.
was his
I watched
name?
it again and
Oh,
heard
what's
it and
his
just
name?
went, this is the most cringiest fucking
Dude,
thing
I
ever.
want to see old mate with the fucking where he's like this. He's raving around with the big wheels. I want to see that motherfucker.
That's Mad Max.
Hey, remember him with the
Mad
big
Max.
remember with the big ass fucking wheels? He stands on
In
his
what
thing.
one?
It's in Metal Metal Gear.
Wrong game, bro.
Twisted Metal. He stands
Yeah,
on
but
these
which one?
fucking.
There's like 7 games. I
He's
don't
in
know
all
which one
of
you're
them.
talking about.
I'm trying to remember the Twisted Metal. I gotta look at it. Twisted Metal. Okay.
Twisted Metal
He's
Gimp Man.
He's
Gimp
the only
Wheels?
one that's like not in a car.
Twisted Metal
and,
Gimp Wheels. Gimp Wheel set.
Oh, I'm trying to find what he's called. Oh, straight up, I can't remember his name. Is that
What's his name?
Axel?
Axel.
He's fucking
Let
hilarious.
me have a look at this. Axel. Oh, that dude. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, him.
Yeah. I want to see that.
Oh, the guy with the freaking missiles on his shoulders.
Yeah, and he's got like jacked to the fucking wheels. He's an Axel, literally.
He's got like wheel feet.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so
I forgot
weird.
about him.
John Doe. Man, I want to play Twisted Metal again. It's been so long.
I actually bought that for PS3 recently.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'll get it there one day.
Oh, there's characters. So many
Apparently,
characters.
you can get Twisted Metal Black on PS5 too now.
Who puts Sweet Tooth as fucking Axel?
Who
That's crazy.
puts?
Sweet Tooth as Axel? That's so freaking weird.
Oh,
God.
Axel's in the PS3 one. Let's go. That looks so good.
Oh God! Did he actually? What the fuck?
How is he sideways?
Scones.
He's like on one wheel. He's
Scones
like
lemonade.
sideways. Yeah, the scones on the Google.
Yeah.
Scones with jam and cream, which is fucking amazing. Scones with jam and cream you can't beat. A nice hot scone, put some
what?
jam, top with some cream. Also a piece of bread. You put some jam and cream on that. It's fucking amazing.
The fuck? Is that actually a toy as well?
But Twisted Metal
Oh my
premieres on
God.
Peacock next month. July 26th,
I did
I
not know
think.
this was a thing.
And that's all what I found on there that was piqued my interest, and maybe some others out there.
Oh shit! It's actually a remote control car. You
What?
can literally get Sweet Tooth as Axel as a remote control car.
Sweet Tooth as Axel. So it's not Axel, it's just Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, he's like bracketed in on the thing with his arms up, but instead of he has the big like rocket cannons, he's got 2 fucking miniguns.
Yeah,
And
because his car's got he's got the miniguns.
yeah, it's a proper RC car, like an actual RC car.
I miss Rocket League on the PlayStation. I had Sweet Tooth fans. They're so good.
Yeah, I need to bring that back.
It might get me on my Twisted Metal binge on the PS3, maybe.
Oh, that's crazy. What the fuck is
I
this
want to
shit?
brush up on a bit of the lore and shit. Who's actually in it, for a start. But they did release some screenshots just before Summer Game Fest too. So you gotta look at those as 4 images. It looks like a very low budget show though, which it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing because Twisted Metal is not polished at all. It's meant to be a gritty thing.
Oh shit! What the hell? Oh, he
But-
did the scenario. So this was 17 hours ago. I just want to drop this. After this post, I just want to bring it up because I just saw it on the news thing 17 hours ago. After more than 20 years of entertaining audiences on stage and in front of the camera, Bryan Cranston might be ready to step away from his acting. Talking about his announcing his retirement.
How he's got movies coming up to make.
Yeah, well, maybe he's making, but retiring. I was like, oh, jeez.
Bryan Cranston. Well, he is 67. Fuck me. I didn't think he was that old.
Yeah.
Oh, temporary retirement. Okay. He wanted to take a break. Okay.
Well, like, that's alright. Like, geez, still. He might even just stay on it. Who knows?
The couple intend to move to a small village, probably in France, for 6 months in 2026. That's still a fair way off.
Yeah, so he's still doing stuff soon, but like he's looking at.
He's taken 6 months. That's not too bad.
But that's like still what? How old is he now?
He'll be like 70.
He'll be 70. So who knows?
71.
By then, he might go. You know, after he's done something, he might change in 3 years' time. He might go. Actually, I'm gonna. You know, after 6 months, like I'm gonna stay here. You know, you never know. Like you never know with things like that. Who?
Why do people make it sound like he's retiring though? He's taking a temporary retirement. Like, look, NBC. Bryan Cranston says he plans to retire from acting in 2026. No.
Yeah, everyone's just taking.
He's taking a break. Like,
but that's what I'm saying though. Like, you never know.
Quits.
Like in general, like he could decide at that point that he might. Like, at this stage, it's a temporary.
I reckon. Like he's on a fucking roll, man. Like,
Yeah,
have you seen these recent things? He's like top fucking tier right now.
But that's what I'm saying. When you're at that age, anything can happen. You'd be like, yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. Oh, no, I'll have a break. Like, especially once you start the break, you'd be like, nah, stuff it. I'm going to stay here. Like, I'm enjoying myself. You never know. Or you might go, oh, I want to get back into it. And he might do it another for 6 months, be like, nah, I like when I was on break. You know, people can swing and change and moods, you know what I mean? Like, who knows yet? So he's just got to plan a temporary retirement.
We'll forget by that time anyway that he's taking a break. So that's a long way off. That's another 3 years.
Some interview, people grabbed it, ran with it. It's like 3 years away. Jeez, it's not yet.
Just because he said it, I mean, you got to just make like he's retiring now.
I know. I was like, oh shit, that's what I thought. I was like, oh.
No, break.
He's breaking back.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds doing that right now.
He's on a bit of a break as well. Because didn't he just do Deadpool?
Chris Hemsworth, I think, as well, taking a break. Like, everyone's they need to recharge. They need to just get away.
Because he's working, well, he's running that football team, Ryan Reynolds is, and I think he's
not
still
running. He's more of just
with the old mate of his.
Just owns it. He just owns it.
Still, there's stuff that they got to deal with being owners.
Yeah, but he doesn't run the team.
No,
that's what the coach does.
And then there's
he just pays the bills and
his work on. The only thing he's really working on is bloody Deadpool 3. That's it. Really.
And Green Lantern too. Didn't you hear about that?
Green Lantern 2 is never happening.
No. I still do want to watch the original though, to see if it's really that bad.
It's
All I
not
know
that
is the
bad.
CG suit and the eyes look like fucking dog shit. Because
That looks shitty, but it's not that bad. Really, it's not that bad. I enjoyed it when it came out.
I had it, then I must have got rid of it because I never know more.
Yeah. I have it on the Blu-ray.
I had
I think
3D. I
wasn't
watched
his
it.
I think his best friend
I
in that
got
movie.
jump scared by his fist come out of the TV.
I think isn't it Taika Waititi's in that? Is his best friend?
Taika Waititi.
I think
I don't think he is he?
Yeah, I think Taika Waititi was in as his best friend.
Green Lantern.
Yeah.
2011. That's
Yeah, Taika
fucking 12
Waititi's
years
in it.
ago. Oh, yeah, Thomas.
Plays his best friend.
Plays Thomas. Mark Strong's in there. Hey, boy.
I should watch that again. It's been a while.
It's on Netflix.
I own it. I own it.
Watch on Netflix. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh no.
My internet's been pretty shit lately, so.
Hey,
I haven't paid. We haven't paid the bill for last month, and we're nearly on the bill for this month.
I've been watching Netflix recently. That
So
Arnold Schwarzenegger's new show called Fubar.
there's
That's so fucking
yeah,
good.
there's Fubar. I want to watch that, and there's also his documentary up there, his miniseries documentary, docu-series.
Yeah, right.
I was like, damn. So we had his docu-series drop, and his new TV series Fubar. I was like, damn, pretty cool.
This is according to Ron Reynolds. The story had issues, bad timing, and the spotty CGI. Which that's the whole movie.
Because what else came out around that time?
Big stinker. One of the biggest bombs of all time. Apparently, it
Not
is.
really.
No, that's what Ron Reynolds says about it.
You know, he only recently watched it like last year, the year before.
Yeah, because it's so bad he didn't want to watch it. That's why. He didn't like making the damn thing. And that suit looks so dog shit. Such an eyesore.
Like I said, it wasn't too bad.
It's on everyone too. Like everyone's CGI suits.
Yeah, the suit was bad though. Like I'll commend that. Like the suit was bad.
All the suits.
When did
Every
that movie come out?
character was bad. That big
When?
purple head dude, like he was so fake. He looks like a cartoon character.
The suit looked a lot bad. Don't look at the images. When you actually see it in action, they're not bad. The suit looked a lot worse. Than the characters did. I'm trying to think when that came out.
2011.
Yeah, but like.
What do you mean?
August. So what?
Yeah, when CGI was good, and that was still shit.
August.
That was the same time as like Captain America and stuff.
That's
That
what I'm
was
trying
so
to think
good.
what it went up against. I'm looking now.
Don't forget, Watchmen was 2009, and that looked fucking way better.
Okay,
Watchmen is a
so
perfect movie, though. Really, so good.
during August of 2011, you had Rise of the Planet of the Apes come out.
That looks so good too.
The Help, Smurfs,
No idea. No idea.
Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah.
You also had Harry Potter and the
Oh, that was that Daniel Craig movie.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Aliens.
You also had Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Oof.
You had Captain America the First Avenger, Crazy Stupid Love, Final Destination 5, The Change Up, 30 Minutes or Less, Spy Kids 4, All the Time in the World, Conan the Barbarian,
Half of the movies are good, half are dog shit.
Horrible Bosses, Friends with Benefits, Fright Night, Columbian, Glee, Transformers Dark of the Moon, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, One Day,
Look at them. That
Yeah.
really must have been up there.
Our Idiot Brother, Zookeeper, Cars 2, Midnight in Paris, Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah, Green Lantern's gay.
Bridesmaids.
I forgot about that.
Kung Fu Panda 2, Mr. Popper's Penguins, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Why did
Shameless Time-
DC announce that? In 2012, DC Comics announced on Friday that Green Lantern, a superhero staple for decades, is gay.
That's so yeah.
I just want to post out. Well, he is, but like,
Yeah, there was a
that's
lot of
crazy.
movies that came out in August, so you can understand why it struggled a little. when you're going up against like Captain America and Pirates of the
The story
Caribbean
that didn't fucking help it.
and Mr. Popper's Penguins, you know, it's kind
Oh,
of
that
hard.
was so good, man.
Transformers. It actually did, yeah, definitely did a lot better than Green Lantern did. Uh, its gross earnings for Green Lantern was 1,714,940
Ugh.
at its time of the box office.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest flops of all time.
Thor came out that month too.
Yeah,
So did First Class as well. X-Men First Class.
that wasn't bad either.
Also, The Hangover Part 2 came out.
That wasn't bad either.
The Tree of Life, Super 8.
Yeah, I
There's a
see why
lot.
Green Lantern got pushed way down.
There's a
That's
lot
like
of
bottom
movies.
tier Green Lantern
There's a lot of
of
fucking
all them
movies.
movies.
Top grossing movie was Rise of the Planet of the Apes, by the way. That's the
What was?
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh fuck yeah, that was big back then.
The Help was second, and The Smurfs was third.
That was so good too. Smurfs. That was one with Neil Patrick Harris and that.
Yeah, The Smurfs smashed Cowboys, Aliens, Harry Potter, and Captain America.
Yep.
It's crazy.
I recently watched them.
So-
It's so fucking
You can definitely
Good.
see why as well Green Lantern, because Green Lantern had to go up against these other movies that had a lot of digital like CGI.
it shouldn't have came out at all.
And yeah, like I said, when it came out, to be truthful, I actually enjoyed Green Lantern over Captain America.
That's like that movie The Green Hornet with Seth Rogen. That was dog shit too.
Yeah, that was. I still
That was
wonder.
better than Green Lantern.
I still
thought.
wonder if people get that confused because I did catch one person go, "It was weird watching Seth Rogen in the Green Lantern movie," and I'm like, "What?
The Green Hornet.
It's the Green Hornet." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What?"
Which I think is better because that movie is actually funny as shit.
So,
What year did that come out? But is that the same time? Same year?
same year, I
21?
think it was.
No.
Just different month.
The Green
think-
Hornet.
Around that.
That was 2012 or something.
Green Hornet with Seth Rogen.
2011, yeah, fuck.
Yeah, it was that year as well. 2011 had a lot of movies come out in that year. Like,
January 2011.
there was a lot of movies, like decent movies that came out in 2011. I can tell you that now. 2011, 2012. Like
I
I
had
think.
Christopher Waltz, fucking Edward Furlong.
Mm.
It had John Connor. What?
What? I'm just saying.
You're like, no.
Anyway, we're going on a weird tangent. Anything else you got there?
Yeah, I preferred that over Green Lantern. That movie was way fucking better.
Did you not watching Green Lantern? Though, have you actually watched it?
Yeah, I watched it back when it came out. Dog shit. The Green Hornet was fucking good.
Yeah, different greens. One's a lantern, one's a hornet. They're still gonna hurt if you get hit by one. I would not want to be stung by a hornet.
Why? I don't remember what that movie was about though. Not so long ago. Playboy. That's what it was.
What?
He was a publisher of the Daily Sentinel. What a weird story. He was
Yeah,
a Playboy. He was a publisher. I don't know what the fuck it was happening. It was Seth Rogen. So, but anything else, Des?
No, that's it. I think that's the week. Another week for us done and dusted.
It is because I don't remember too much more of the. Let's say Game of War.
There was like Warhammer. You saw. You were keen for Warhammer.
Warhammer Space Marine 2.
We saw Remnant 2. There was a bunch of weird weird RPGs that were dropping. They all looked the same.
Final Fantasy was there. That looked fucking good.
Yes, that Final Fantasy bundle thing they were doing. That weird
Final Fantasy Taco Bell. No.
Taco Bell.
Remember it was there was a DoorDash ad for
that weird
Final Fantasy.
Fucking, they're like, oh, we got this Final Fantasy. No, it's a DoorDash ad. If you enter the DoorDash, you got a prize for Final.
That was so good.
I like how people start getting keen. They're like, no, calm down. Let me finish what I'm saying. And then people are like, oh. It's like, exactly. Like, you're getting all hyped up. Let me just spin this ad. Like, fuck.
It was so good though. Like he knew what he was doing. Like he had a big grin on his face the whole time.
And then we saw Nick Cage on stage promoting his Dead by Daylight
Nick Cage on
character.
stage.
So that was pretty cool.
Nick Cage promoting
Dead by Daylight character himself.
I've had to make a good dog shit thing, but it didn't happen.
Make a good dog shit thing.
Dog.
You can't make dog shit good. It's dog shit. No, move on
Dog
from
by
it.
dog. I don't know. Um, dog by donkeys.
You're a dingbat.
Donkey, donkey, don-
You just
donkey,
move
big
on.
dong.
Move on, donkey big fucking dick's enormous.
Dixie enormous.
Oh, you're.
Fucking, I forgot about that. God dang it.
I sent you the dick's enormous
But
meme too. You broke your pen.
no, I broke the keyboard.
I
I pressed the key by accident.
pressed the any key.
I'm still
No, I
looking for
think
that
that's
any
it.
key.
That we're just over 2 hours.
Nope, more Spider-Man. Nah. But there is a lot more. Go look at
Watch out! I'll
wherever you
come
get
back with a ChatGPT fucking Spider-Man story.
your
next.
things from. Yeah, Spider-Man 2, GTP.
Maybe I might do a special episode after this. Might do a thing for the YouTube. Keep an eye out for that.
I'm out. But before I continue, because I probably will, we appreciate you. Thank you, guys, beardies and beardettes, for joining us. Episode 23. We appreciate you, as always. We have been Dale and Jim. We'll catch you guys next week. Bye-bye. My chair's making weird noises.
Yeah, no, mine was squeaking, squawking too.
Mine's making like leather rubbing noises.
Friction. Friction.
Not real. No, it's not friction. It's more of it's just moving a little bit.
Just a little bit. Oh, just a little bit.
Sounds naughty.